And I'm also going to be recording it from my side. Great. Hello, everybody. Can I see you all laying your hands with a big smile on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you all excited? Show me some excitement. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday morning. I know Sunday mornings are very special for some of you and very important for some of you because usually Sunday is supposed to be a lazy day. We have our breakfast in our bed, but I'm sure all of you who are practicing handwriting analysts, Sunday is an exciting day because this is where you do most of your work. You meet your clients, you meet your coaches where you actually support them in the graphotherapy and you motivate them to take action. So before I begin, I want to sincerely say thank you for each one of you for taking time and joining us in celebrating success. And why is it so important to celebrate success? So let me speak a little bit about that before we get on to actual stars of the today who are going to be sharing with you what are the type of work they're doing and how you can actually take on to this beautiful commitment on your own. So let me share something about you. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we look at our brain has a very important function, which is called as our mind. Everybody, give me a big yes if you're with me on that. Right? So, the mind has two important classifications further. The mind has two important classifications further. And you know what that is? The conscious and the subconscious mind. Everybody say this with me. The conscious and the subconscious mind. And do you know that your subconscious mind is not less than a child? You know, it is as young as the 3-year-old child who believes in everything you say, who believes in everything which you're actually going to be reaffirming to them. In other ways, if you really look at your subconscious mind, it is not less than a clay wall. You throw anything at it, it sticks. Everybody? It's a clay wall. Anything you throw at it, it sticks. So if you're going to talk about limiting belief system, you tell yourself, no, I can't do this, or it's too difficult. The subconscious mind takes it. Okay, you can't do that. It's like a small child who's actually telling you, okay, not happening. Okay, so you basically said, okay, don't open the door. They don't want to open the door because it said, okay, nay. And that's why it's very important for you to know that how you speak to yourself is also important. In fact, the other day, I was telling you in the classroom, the quality of your life can be easily evaluated with the quality of self-conversation you have with your own self. How you speak to your own self is also very important. Some of you have a very demeaning approach towards your own self. Some of you are constantly finding faults with your own self. And some of you are highly critical about your own self. And the problem with most of us is that the reason why we don't experience success is because you're not celebrating success enough. So there are two important, agenda for today's session. The very reason I'm sharing this or conducting the session is two reasons. Everybody give me two. Number one, you need to start celebrating your success. You need to start celebrating your success. And in the bracket, write down even the smallest milestones, even the smallest success, even the smallest one. And the second thing which I want to share with you is that celebrate success, even if it is not yours. Yeah, even the smallest success should be celebrated. And celebrate success, even if it is not yours. Because I want that child, the subconscious mind, I want that clay wall, the subconscious mind, to start believing success is good so that it will start working towards it. Are you with me? So that it will start working towards it. Because I want your subconscious mind to know success is easy, success is fun, success is about celebration. And you'll see that how the universe, how your subconscious mind turns around your approach towards getting the smallest possible success. Even analyzing a free handwriting analysis is a success. You know why? We are living in a world where people don't believe in writing anymore. And if somebody agrees to get their handwriting analysis done by you, I think you should be celebrating that. And if somebody's paying you for that, I think there should be double celebration. Are you with me? Are you with me? And if somebody's committing for a 30 days coaching with you, I think you should celebrate bigger than that. You should celebrate bigger than that. The idea is you need to tell your brain that celebration is important and you need to actually keep doing it and reaffirming it by taking smaller action. Are you all with me? Yeah. So I want to share a little bit of background about, how it all started. I'm sure you all remember I shared with you how I started as a handwriting analyst. And when I started, I was alone. I did not have anybody to look up to saying that, okay, I want to become like that. Okay, I want to achieve like that. Or I want to have people around me like that. But the best part about the entire phenomena, the entire family of ours is really amazing. Are you with me? When I started, I had this conversation inside of my head saying that this science requires a bigger platform. This science has to reach many more people. This science also has to reach with people who can't speak English. Are you all with me? Give a big guess with me. Yeah. Which are the cities which you are from? And tell me the language which you speak. Tell me, what is the language which you are fluent in? Because I can't speak so much in other languages. If someone else's success appears as a failure, then what to do? No, you looking at self-success as a failure is a conversation you need to deal with. It's nothing about others. It's all about you. Yeah. I don't speak Marathi, but I understand Marathi. But if somebody could speak in Marathi and tell people the power of handwriting, if you could speak in Punjabi, if you could speak in Tamil, if you could speak in Malayalam, if you could speak in Telugu, any language which can make a difference in people's life, because I know analysis is based on English. It's a Latin script. We'll stick to that. We're not going to change the graphotherapy to Tamil and Telugu, but can we communicate this message? Can we actually enroll people into this possibility? So all of you who are blessed to have this amazing ability of different language, I want you to be the face of change. I want you to do the talking. I want you to take the science to many more people in your life, because I can't do that. That's my limitation, number one. Number two, I can't reach your region. I can't reach your region. You need to, your people, your city, your region. I want you to take the science to the city which you belong to. How many of you see this for yourself? So you speak the language, you know your people. All you have to do is take the science further, because one Imran is not good enough. And if I'm going to take on this as a challenge, mere se hi hoga, no, it's wrong. Hamare se hoga, amazing. Because if I'm only going to say, no, I'm only going to be doing it, no, not happening, because not enough. Even if I dedicate my entire life, whatever Almighty has given to me, it's not enough, because we have 8 billion people on the planet. And forget about, just looking at India, it will take me a lot of time to do it. So I need your partnership. I need your partnership in this work of transformation, because it's not a one-person job. And you know what? Today, I'm not just wishing this. Today, I'm actually here to celebrate with you that how this mission is in action right now. I want to take this moment and acknowledge all my master practitioners of handwriting and graphology, that thank you for taking this science to people in your life, to the city which speaks your language. Thank you for trusting this process, making it work for you, and making it work for other people in your life. And that's why we're going to be celebrating success today. And that's why we all are here. So ladies and gentlemen, sit tight, make notes, and I want you to envision yourself when somebody is speaking, we are going to be celebrating their success as if it's ours. And remember, even the smallest milestone has to be celebrated, because your mind has to get a message that celebration is good, success is good, and you need to bring in that positive vibe around it. Are you all with me? So I have some few stars with me who are going to be sharing with us the type of work they have been doing. And trust me, very, very inspiring. Okay. Number two, we also have some amazing announcements. So I want you to stay back until the end, because I have some amazing news to celebrate with you, because I want to make the celebration huge. I want to make this celebration, a milestone in your own life. So I'm going to tell you all that. And also I have some gifts which I wanted to acknowledge my master practitioners for doing what the work they're doing. So I want you to stay back. So can I do have your commitment to be here? And every time somebody comes and shares with you, I want you to be there and show up 100% and celebrate with them. Okay. And, trust me when I say this, we have only about 7 people. I have about close to 200 plus master practitioners with us. But today I have only handpicked 7 people who created success around them. And let's take from their learning. And I want you to sit there and see that. And only statement I want you to tell yourself is after everybody finishes, if that person can do it, you can also do it. If I can do it, you can also do it. Are you with me? So it's not rocket science. It's not like, okay, itna mehnat nahi. The reason I'm showcasing these people is because they're very much like you. They also came, they also attended online program. They also got the same program which I offered you. They also got the same material. They also have the same system. But the only difference is they're making the system work for them. And I want to also acknowledge this and declare this in the beginning. Nobody got a personal coaching from me. Nobody got a personal insight from me to create this type of results. All they did was attend the program just like you. They got the concept and they made it work. Are you all with me? Right? So I'm going to show you a little bit of glimpse about how our master practitioners are taking this science to many more people in their life. So what we did was we have curated this, and this is treasure for me. It's an invaluable treasure for me because this is the type of work my students, my master practitioners are taking forward. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be with me and witness this, how our master practitioners, because my access to you is only the small window, but my master practitioners have gone all out. They are in different places, different cities, different schools, different organizations, and they are spreading this word of this beautiful science that it is possible, it is doable, and it is working. And I want you to join me in celebrating. So every time I read out somebody's name there, I want you to tell them, congratulations. And also tell yourself, if that person can do it, I can also do it. So I want to start with acknowledging all my master practitioners, and I have curated all that work they have been doing from the past few weeks and for past few months. And today we're going to be handpicking some of them to share with us. Are you ready for it? Give me a big yes if you're ready for it. And let's begin. So let's start with Jeevan Sharma. Everybody say hello to Jeevan Sharma. He is the star. Okay, he comes from a background. He is a government official. He has all the limitations as a government employee. But you know what? It did not stop him with his mission. He's somebody, I think he has the longest list of live sessions, including me post-pandemic. Okay, मेरे से ज़्यादा उन्होंने live sessions किया होंगे. That means offline, not on the online there. And the touch base he has done. And he is doing amazing work with children and especially the teachers and the school. So this is Jeevan Sharma there. And look at, he's on the stage, he's using the PPT provided by us because all the resources are provided, but you make the resources work for you. And that is Jeevan Sharma. He's educating the teachers and the students. Look at this, one more stage. Look at this. He's actually reaching out to unaided schools. That means places where they don't have luxuries of spending money on getting all these things. So he said, okay, I will do whatever I can do, and actually did that. So can you see that it's not only about doing things and generating revenue for yourself, but it's also about what you do with the revenue. And when you associate charity with the revenue which you earn, you will go places, you will multiply your success. So that's Jeevanji for you. And everybody say hello to Vijay there. So Vijay Lakshmi, she started focusing on the corporates. She is known for creating a time frame in the entire day for employees to come and feel refreshed, de-stress themselves by writing graphotherapy. So she visits corporates on a weekly basis, and she's actually interacting. Can you see that how she's surrounded by people and everybody is writing graphotherapy? And I want all of you to tell this. If Vijay can do it, you can actually do it. Because some of you are working in corporate, some of you are part of biggest organizations, but you know what? You're a secret handwriting analyst. And some of you are handwriting analyst only when you attend my classes. The moment the class gets over, nobody knows what you do. See, when you don't talk about it, people, how do they get to know about it? And when it comes to marketing yourself, please market it shamelessly. Remember this rule. Market yourself. You don't have to market me. You don't have to market anybody else, but market yourself shamelessly. Because if you don't beat your own drums, nobody else will do. Because everybody is busy with their drums. So never hesitate. Because when you market yourself, somebody will have a better life. Never hesitate. introducing yourself as a handwriting analyst. Okay, I'll give you some examples and that will blow your mind. Okay, so this is Viji. And you know what? Viji actually was, this is the old age home, seniors home. And Viji, in her language of Tamil, she was actually talking to all these senior ladies there, telling them the power of writing, making them do hand exercises using technology. So if Viji can do that, why can't we do that? Are you all with me? Everybody? I hope you're telling this to yourself and tell your subconscious mind that if Viji can do it, why not you? And let me go furthermore. Okay, Viji getting acknowledgement for the work she's doing. See, Vijay Lakshmi recognized as a growth woman entrepreneur for the contributions she is doing to the society. You know what? Look at the celebration happening. Everybody say hello to Shashikant Malik. Look at, you don't have to have a fancy school. You don't have to go to a well-doing school to do it. The idea is the work should happen at the grassroots level. Say this word, everybody. The work should happen at the grassroots level, even if it is under a tree. Even if it is under a tree. It takes courage to what Shashikant did. You know, he did not say, okay, only when the fancy school calls me, I'm going to go do it. And only when people can afford my program. He said, let me share this with people. And you know what? It is a win-win situation. He's actually sharing. Children are getting benefited. And somewhere his self-esteem is improving too, because if he can do that with these children, he can do it many more. How many of you are getting inspired? Give me a big yes if you're there. Yeah, keep the smile on. Wear that smile on. So this is Shashikant there. Okay. He's working with grown-ups. He's also working with children. And what you see them doing is hand exercises. Hand exercises. Okay. Everybody say hello to Devendra there. So Devendra is also an employee and he has a very senior position in his workplace, but he also takes this to give back to the society. And by the way, master practitioners are trained enough to work with children. So that's why you see them, you see them working with children. And we have something called as handwriting development for them. It's not the analysis what my students are doing with them. Just to give you a little heads up into it. So again, let's look at this. We have SV Vijay Lakshmi, and she is a teacher. And what you see is a staff room in a school. This is a staff room in a school. All the teachers in the staff room doing graphotherapy. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So if you're a teacher, if you can add on value, and you know what I said to Vijay, I see there are about 25, 30 people in the classroom, but it's not the 30 people. Now, these 30 teachers are actually in contact with 300 kids on an average. Now, if one teacher gets transformed, one teacher gets present, look at the ripple effect Vijay has actually started. Vijay Lakshmi has actually started. Profound, right? Profound, right? So what she did was she created a time during the school time that all the teachers are going to sit and write with her. All the teachers are going to sit in. Hey, are you all with me on that? Are you all celebrating this? So if Vijay Lakshmi can do it, I can also do it. And you don't need to have fancy designations. You don't need. All that he needs is an intent. All that it requires is an intent. Everybody say hello to Lakshmi Ravi Shankar. She got invited by the Rotaries. She got invited by the special clubs. And by the way, she is very regular on the podcast with some of the influencers talking about handwriting. And she's from Karnataka. She speaks in Kannada. And look at the work she's doing there. And she was one among the first few people to get on to become a master practitioner. And this is her story. Everybody say hello to Mr. Balaji. Balaji has his own community. By the way, he is a big name in Tamil Nadu. He speaks Tamil. And he's talking about handwriting program analysis in Tamil. I can't do that. It will take me ages to actually reach there, but he is actually passing. So the idea was to reach every household. And it is possible through you. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm waiting for you to activate yourself. I'm counting on you to take this work forward. And if you're sitting there and thinking that, Imran, there are so many other people from my city, they're doing it. I don't know whether I'm able to be doing enough. This conversation itself is a killer. Okay. Every person counts. You also count. Are you all with me? We're talking about 8 billion people there. We're talking about 8 billion people there. So don't count yourself out. I want you to count yourself in. Okay. So this is Preeta and also Ganesh. Okay, they reached out to schools, during the school carnivals, during the school fairs, they were actually educating the parents. They're actually telling about the power of handwriting development. Look at all the products they have. And this is Kalpana ji. Everybody say hello to Kalpana ji. Kalpana ji herself is an amazing story by her own self. She is fighting the most deadliest possible disease. And she shows up in the hospital to get the treatment. And the doctors are intrigued that how she's able to manage that. She comes for chemotherapy, not like a regular patient. She is always smiling and vibrant. And the doctors could not help but ask, what is that which you have in your mind that makes you what you are? We want to talk to you about that. Can you actually duplicate this with other patients? Because the way you're handling this, nobody else is that. You know what? She undergoes chemotherapy. The other day, my heart actually melted when she said, Imran, I just came back from chemotherapy. I'm going to keep my video off, but I still want to keep listening to you because after chemotherapy, they get drained out. They are really exhausted. She said, I'm still with you, Imran. Just make sure that I'm not being on the camera. And you know what I said? You don't even have to mention that. You don't even have to mention that. And this lady gets out of her home, sits in a stall, and analyzes people's handwriting. What do you need? What more do you need? What are you waiting for? Look at that. Look at that intensity. She's having a conversation with people. Yeah. Everybody say hello to Medha there. You know what? Most of the doctors choose not to agree with us. But Medha broke such a big barrier. She's working with a neurosurgeon. She visits rural places, no money earned, lot of blessings done. Are you with me? No money earned, but a lot of blessings taken there. Okay. The doctor who treats patients knows no more medicine can help this patient. The doctor says, go talk to Medha. A neurosurgeon says, go talk to Medha. And the Medha is actually analyzing their handwriting and helping them with graphotherapy. Do you think I could have done that? No. Medha did it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Are you with me? If you can enroll a neurosurgeon into the possibility of how your handwriting could be a beautiful way of working on your mindset, I think she did a conversation. I think I have not done that. She did it. She did it. And by the way, the other day she was saying, Imran, I'm not a medical doctor, but because I'm with doctors around, okay, by the way, the doctors has a team of people who is moving around, doing 2 different rural cities. And she said, people also call me Dr. Medha. And I can't stop them because I love that. And then she's not a doctor because she's around the doctor. So she also became Dr. Medha. I said that, Imran, I can't stop, but I enjoy that. I said, Tadastu, maybe you're in the making. And eventually you're doing that work, what is required to be done. Look at, she's actually doing it. See, there's a doctor who's talking and she's actually sitting there making notes. What is the challenge this patient has? So see, this is a commitment. Imran, did you teach all this to her? No. I only taught her graphotherapy. And I also taught her, don't keep the science with your own self. Make sure you pass it on to others. Are you with me? If Medha can do it, all of us can do it. And money is not the motivation for her. Money is not a motivation. Because ये सब चीजें है ना, आप पैसे से नहीं खरीद सकते जी, दुआएं हैं. Okay, मैं हमेशा ये बोलता हूँ, पैसा कोई भी कमाएगा. Earning money, anybody can do it. Can you earn people? Can you earn the blessing? Yeah, that calls a special person. Earning money is easy. Anybody can do it. There are many ways of doing it. Can you earn people? Can you earn the blessings? Yeah, it's possible. Provided you actually get committed towards other people's growth and success story. Okay. Everybody say hello to Poonamji. Poonamji holds a very beautiful and a very powerful place in space of education in her region. And she took on to educating teachers. And you know what? There were a few hundreds of them attended in multiple durations using the technology. And she is also part of my publishing team who took care of, bringing you a newsletter celebrating success on a, bi-weekly basis. So everybody say hello to Poonamji there. Okay. This is Anubhuti. Anubhuti is from US, operating from different time zone. She invited people to her home and she said, okay, let me present this. What is possible for kids nowadays? What is possible for the grown-ups there? And this is her presentation. You don't need to have a fancy office. All that you need is a commitment to actually get started. Are you all with me? Commitment to get started. Everybody say hello to Anubhuti there. And hope the love and celebrations are on, right? Yeah, I love the way the chat box is right now. I love the way the chat box is right now. And by the way, she was doing it in a birthday party. Okay. This is again Anubhuti educating handwriting. So look at this. She's there talking about handwriting. You see the material there. So the idea is take this science to people. Take this science to people. Everybody say hello to Roshni. Roshni is from Dubai and she is talking to people in Dubai. Look at that. And you know what? I want her to grow many folds because this is not the first event she did. After this, she started talking and talking and talking, and she's been actually transforming all these people. Look at Imran. I would have reached out to all these people. Yes, I would have taken more time. But what Roshni did was she is there right now. She is supporting people, and people know her there right now, and she's creating her new identity as a handwriting analyst. See, online or offline, look at all the kids in the session there. Look at all the kids on the session there. So Roshni has been doing an amazing work. Everybody say hello to Sheba there. Sheba, teachers and parents about the significance of scientific signature during a school exhibition. So the school was doing an exhibition and she showed up and said, I also have a message for all of you. We can do that using handwriting. Look at her. Seeing her in action is really, really amazing. Everybody say hello to Dr. Sunit. Dr. Sunit is a practicing medical professional. He has his full-fledged work, but he also has a heart towards giving back to the society. Patients, people, reach out to him and think, but talking to kids, adding value and being committed to add some more extension, towards having a better life. Dr. Sunit, love you for doing what you do. Everybody, if Dr. Sunit being so busy, he can do it, we all can do it. Okay, everybody say hello to Kalpana there. She comes from an aviation background and she went back to the aviation academy, talking to all these pilots in the making, all this airline team in the making about the power of graphotherapy and handwriting. Look at the diverse type of information we are doing it. Everybody say hello to Poonamji there. You know what? I connect with all the students in my community. And I also know there are some students who are very active when it comes to asking questions, clarifying their queries and everything. I also know about one lady who finished all my programs without talking to me. Yeah, she's just there, dedicatedly attending. After office hours, she's traveling, she sits, she attends, and dedicatedly says bye and goes away. बात ही नहीं की, कोई सवाल ही नहीं पूछा इन्होंने मेरे से. And I never thought this lady could actually speak so much. And you know what? The type of work she's doing, I was blown away. I actually had the tears of joy in my, when I actually heard her speak. And in fact, this lady is so powerful that every time she speaks, पहली बार इन्होंने मेरे से बात की, वो रो रहे थे. मैं परेशान हो गया, like, why are you crying? I said, I'm very happy that I'm actually speaking. And that was a joyous, tears there. And look at the type of work she's doing. You know what? Times of India conducts this, street celebration, bringing students together, communities together. And she said, I want to go do it. And I could not believe my ears. The lady who could not speak to me can speak to so many people. And look at, she is in action. Look at, she is in action. On the street with Times of India. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, you can also see Sonal there. Sonal will also speak to you about it. And you know what? She did such an amazing work. There were close to 100+ activities happening during that event. Times of India is a huge organization. Times of India was actually celebrating communities coming together. Okay, societies coming together, residential complexes coming together. There were so many activities happening there. But when they had to write an article about how this event went well, and you know what they did? They actually talked about. So this is Times of India. Ladies and gentlemen, make a note of it. Times of India, one of the largest English newspaper daily in the country. Are you with me? one of the largest newspaper daily in the country. So that means they have the largest reach of newspapers in India. And you know what? They had to share this, and look at what they actually shared. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just elaborating a little bit, zooming this so you can all read this, okay? So this is Times of India. So they're basically talking about the street bash and this entire article. Look at, if you divide this article into 4 parts, the biggest part is what they're speaking about Poonamji there. The kids' arena games, I'm reading this for you, such as snakes and ladders, Ludo, hopscotch, chess, Jenga, and other activities-based games, as well as brain games that kept children fully engaged. That's all. About the entire event, they only spoke this much. Now look at what they go on to talk. A stall of handwriting analysis made the attendees curious. Adults as well as school-going students did the analysis. It will not only help them in improving their handwriting, but also help them understand their personalities. At such a young age, based on the results, they can plan various activities that will help them develop their personalities, said Poonam Bhosle, a handwriting expert. Who is calling her handwriting expert? The largest media house in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the first time newspaper talked about me, they only called me handwriting analyst. Okay. And Poonamji gets called out as an handwriting expert. Look at, that means the type of work she did there. Look at how she showed up there. They could not stop but to talk about it. Everybody, the lady, the most silent lady in the entire group there, goes on to create this. This is Poonamji there. And the lady who could not even speak to me during the entire session of her learning with me, if she can create this. Yeah, this is called as creating a new identity. And she has a full-time job. Okay, she's working in a corporate. But she also gets on to doing this. And he has a new identity for herself. Look at how family would have felt proud about her. Like what could have shifted in her head about her own self. And you know what? See, this is what happens. Remember, I always tell you about a cycle. You take action, you take results, and the results motivate you. And then the motivation makes you take action. Can you see that? All it requires you to take action. So the more you take action, the more results you create. The more results you get, the more motivation you get. So this is how the cycle works. And Poonamji got more motivated after this activity. And she went on. She became unstoppable. She became unstoppable. And you know what? Look at this. There was National Handwriting Day on 23rd of January. And I want you to listen to her. She's talking about handwriting.
हँडरायटिंग आपल्या हँडरायटिंग आपल्याबद्दल अनेक इन्फॉर्मेशन देत असते. म्हणजे आपला स्वभाव कसा आहे, आपल्यामध्ये कुठले काही कमी गुण असतील, त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला डेव्हलपमेंट करायची असेल, म्हणजे आपला कॉन्फिडन्स लेवल कमी असेल, त्याच्यात डेव्हलपमेंट करायची असेल तर आपलं हँडरायटिंग आपल्याला खूप मदत करतं. आपल्यातल्या चांगल्या वाईट गोष्टी सांगत असतं आणि आपले विचार हे आपल्या हँडरायटिंगमध्ये दिसत असतात. म्हणजे समजा आपण म्हणतो की अशा पद्धतीने मला आजार झालेला आहे, त्या आजारावरती सुद्धा हँडरायटिंग काम करतं. त्याला आपण ग्राफोथेरपी असं म्हणतो, की आपण हाताने लिहून आपल्यामधले आजार दुरुस्त करू शकतो. असे त्या प्रत्येक लेटरचं आपण अनालिसिस करतो आणि त्यातनं मी तुमच्याबद्दल इन्फॉर्मेशन देऊ शकते.
She also got a review from the participants. So, you know what? The silent most employee gets on to taking a center stage, talking about handwriting analysis in Marathi. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if Poonamji can do it, we all can do it. Come on, everybody, tell this to yourself. If Poonamji can do it, all of us can do it. Are you all with me? I hope your brain is working. I hope you are getting, present to all these vibrations which you are able to see it, because all these are the things which you can create for yourself. All these are things which you can create for yourself. And the reason why we're celebrating all this is because I want to go back home inspired, go take massive actions, create massive results, and create massive motivation for your own self. Okay, so say hello to Jyoti Sharma and Rajat. Jyoti ji is again amazing lady coming from, she is a teacher. She works with some of the best, one of the best organizations in Dubai. And along with that, she's also supporting people and individuals. When she came to India, along with Rajat, she actually reached out to a school and she was actually talking about handwriting. So can you see that collaborative efforts happening there? Everybody say hello to Vandana there. Okay, she is a busy lady. She is a medical, and somebody comes from a medical background, and look at her being present, talking about the science of handwriting. In the coming days, you'll also get to hear from all these people. Everybody say hello, Jignesh by there. He is part of a summit. In the summit, he's talking about handwriting. Look at the graphotherapy books, look at the coaching books onto the table, talking about this. And by the way, Jignesh Bhai, to his name, has a record of charging highest per client on handwriting analysis because he's catering to the creamiest of all the people in that world. And you know what? My biggest acknowledgement as a teacher is that when I see my students working and taking this science to the people who resist the most, Do you know that we as handwriting analysts and psychiatry don't go together because we all come from two different approaches towards problems in our life. And everybody say hello to Anju there. Anju Nair was invited by Talent India to analyze handwriting samples of doctors at the 75th Annual National Conference of Indian Psychiatric Society. Which society? Psychiatric Society. And all the doctors are the doctors from the psychiatric background. And national conference. And look at how busy she is. And you know what? Some of these doctors, even if you have to meet them, you have to wait a couple of weeks to get an appointment with them. Forget about meeting them. And all these people are waiting to get their handwriting analyzed. Anju Nair. And you know what? Anju Nair did not reach out to them. The other day, she was in the classroom. You'll also hear from her in the coming days. She says, Imran, I don't know how they got to know about me. When I received the call, I said, Anju, you're a handwriting analyst. We'd like to take your services. I said, how did you get to know about us? I said, like, we got to know about your work from the work which you're doing. We got to know a little bit about you from the website, and they want to do. Can you see that when you keep showing up as a handwriting analyst, people recognize that. So that's why every analysis you do, you might be thinking, yeah, I'm just still doing free analysis. Nobody's paying for it. But every analysis counts because you don't know what will be the turnaround of that. You don't know what will be the turnaround of that. Are you all with me? So this is like, I can go on and on. I have tons of stories to share with you. Everybody say hello to Geeta ji there. Look at Geeta ji is using Kitty Party. Okay, thanks to Shabri ji for inspiring us. Okay, if Shabri ji was the first lady in our community of master practitioners, Kitty Party, where all the other things happen except the self-transformation part, she used that. There were 15 people in the Kitty Party, 5 people enrolled for coaching system. And from the 5 people, some of them actually went on to do the 90-day graphotherapy. She will talk to you. Today, we'll be hearing from, Shabri ji, but look at Geeta ji, she took this plunge. So can you see that how you inspire each other, how you actually take this work forward? Are you all with me? So this is the work which all of us, a lot of them are doing it. Are you all with me? Give me a big yes if you're with me. And I want you to close your eyes right now and visualize yourself. Take all the inspiration from all these people and tell yourself, what is the next big step you're going to take? Sow the seed in your mind right now, this moment. Don't talk about ifs and the buts. Don't talk about what if, what may not. No, it's all about see yourself doing that. Remember, we always come from the future. We always come from the future, right? So see yourself in the future. What is that work which you can do? What is that work which you can do? What is that work which you can do? And the type of financial success, you'll be blown away. You'll be blown away the type of money people are making. I'll tell about that. But today, let's start listening from these people. Are you all with me? Give me a big yes. Yeah. So we have handpicked about only 7 of them. It's very difficult, by the way, to choose the 7 because we get a lot of entries. We have about close to 35 people who apply there. Imran, I want to share this month, but we could only pick up 7 because of the time constraint. And we're going to be very, very precise. So everybody, let's start with Shabri ji, the lady who broke who created a new platform. I never knew Kitty Party could make money. Okay, I thought Kitty Party is all about, okay, I don't know much about Kitty Party. Wrong person, but yeah, but what I know and what I understand is that, okay, let's see what Shabriji created. So everybody say hello to Shabriji there. Shabriji, namaskar. Kaise hain aap? I'm just going to send you that. Yeah.
Yes. Blessed morning, sir. Blessed morning, everyone. Um, yes, sir. As you said, that was a big breakthrough. Actually, one of my friend, she organized. She has this kitty parties every month, and every month they see to it that some additional things they do in that for the participants. So my friend called me there, and she told me that you can talk about it. So I went with all my books there and explained them about it, and they were so amazed. And whenever I talk about this modality of handwriting analysis, this science, many people are not aware of this science. So they are always amazed and they are always curious to know about it. So they really liked it, and there itself I got 5 participants enrolled for that. One person enrolled for 90 degree, and that kitty party only gave me 50,000 rupees income in just a half an hour talk. So, and one of the participant who wrote 90 days graphotherapy, last month she asked for 30 days graphotherapy again. So, and 2 participants are ready to enroll their kids also for the program in the coming summer vacations.
Amazing.
So that kitty party has given me almost 75,000, I must say. And rest of it, yesterday only in the evening, I gave a talk in Marathi online. One of my naturopathy friends, she's a naturopathy doctor. So for her clients and staff, she arranged my talk. So I talked about handwriting analysis in Marathi, and she has told me that whosoever is interested, they will send you their handwriting, and I will analyze them, and let's see if I get clients from there also.
Amazing.
So it's my yeah.
Everybody, let's hear some, show some love for, Shabriji on the chat box there. Shabriji, truly inspiring. And I want to also comment, on your commitment as a student. I have seen you being amazing. And by the way, I want to tell you, Shabriji has her own students. Like, she is a yoga practitioner, somebody who's really, really amazing in that. And apart from her own community, in the type of work she's doing, for me, the biggest acknowledgement comes when you show up. And when you show up and if you're able to inspire your own family members, she has 2 wonderful daughters who support her in her work. And both of them have done the program with me, even though she has, they have Shabriji at home. Then I know, we want to learn this, we want to identify. And recently her daughter also enrolled into becoming a professional handwriting analyst, because she's coming from a psychology background. She sees mother as an inspiration, and she says, if my mom is able to do it, I want to also have this. So Shabriji, thank you for inspiring your family. Thank you for taking this science to people around you and making it happen. So Shabriji, just to sum up, what is your total earning as of now until, this is just one kitty party which you talked about, but I know that you've been doing some amazing work. And I also know that initially you also had struggles of your own, right, Imran? I'm talking, people are, not really agreeing to the analysis, but you kept going. So tell us a little bit about your journey there.
Yes. Initially, whenever I used to talk about this science, everybody was curious, everybody was listening to me, but they were not enrolling with me for any graphotherapy or not for the kids program also. I conducted many webinars for 20 people, 15 people in my webinars, but I couldn't get a single enrollment. So that was a bit annoying situation for me, why I'm not getting clients. But that was my own block or something like that. But when I started, in spite of that, I just thought that I will just go and talk about this. And whenever I get chance, though it's my yoga session, though it's my another meditation session, I just end up my session talking about handwriting analysis and graphotherapy.
Yeah, those of you sitting there and thinking, it all came easy to her. No, she had her own learning curve. Okay. She also had her, fair shares of no's. And now when the S started, look at the repetitive work happening there. Look at the type of turnaround happening there. And you know what? She is amazing also at facilitating. She's not only has her own community, she's supporting her own, coaches, but she also facilitates in our community as the first step facilitator, and she's amazing at that. And if you can create that space for yourself, you have your own community. She has her own yoga students. She has own coaching clients. She works with children, and she also facilitates. Like, this is the commitment. It's also about giving back to the science and to the community which she comes from. So Shabriji, thank you so much for being such an inspiration and being so committed and being so humble. I happen to be, meeting you in one of the sessions in Pune, but I have seen you, the aura you carry, the vibrations you carry. I see that there's so much work you can do to this science. So Shabriji, if you can sum up, what is the total earning you have made until now?
Until now, 6,30,000, sir.
And people did
In
not
1.5 years.
Yeah. So
Initially, I used to charge only 2,500 rupees for the analysis plus graphotherapy of 30 days. But now I charge 7,500 for per client for the 30 days graphotherapy, as well as I charge 10,000 rupees for 90 days graphotherapy. And many clients, those who take only analysis, but they don't take graphotherapy, they don't continue with it, I charge 5,000 rupees for that. And signature analysis, 3,000 rupees.
So can you see that? The lady
all
was
the income
knows, and now she has a all clear cut. She knows what she's offering. She has the pricing for it. And look at, she also did free analysis. She also had paid community members, and she also has look at the numbers, everybody. We have given you a little breakup there. And in the last close to 1.5 years, if she is able to create that just by this, and you know what? It's like one-time investment of learning this science, and lifetime earning is what you need to really look at it. Shabriji, sorry, you were saying something. Please continue.
And this science has given me so much of confidence that I have raised my yoga classes fees also.
Okay, so along with handwriting fees, even the yoga fees went up because
there was always hesitation how to ask for money, but attending so many sessions and getting that mindset changed by your guidance, I really I'm really now very much frank and blunt to ask for money. So it has really helped me a lot.
So you have changed your relationship with money. That's the best part about it.
Yes.
Amazing. So Shabriji, if you have to tell one message to all the students, because there's so many people are sitting there and like, Imran, I don't have people agreeing with my analysis. I'm not sure whether to do it or not. What is your message to them? Like, what is that which you want to tell them that which you did, which worked for you, and what is that which you can tell them, please?
Gee, only thing worked for me is in one lecture I heard from you that go on sitting. So that worked for me. जहां भी मैं जाती हूँ ये ग्राफोथेरेपी और हैंडराइटिंग के बारे में बता देती हूँ. शादी हो, रेस्टोरेंट में कभी बिजनेस पार्टीज होती है हस्बैंड की तरफ से, वहां भी मैंने 2-3 जन के सिग्नेचर एनालिसिस टिश्यू पेपर पे किए थे. तो जहां भी मैं जाती हूँ वहां पर मैं हैंड राइटिंग एनालिसिस एंड ग्राफोथेरेपी के बारे में जरूर बोलती हूँ. और दिस आई थिंक worked a lot for me because जहां मैंने ये बोला है, जैसे मैंने फ्रेंड को बोला था तो उसको याद आया, she called me for kitty party. कहीं मैंने ये नेचुरोपैथी का कल का जो था उसने मेरा जस्ट एक स्टेटस देखा था, वहां से she called me like that. तो जहां भी जाओ एकदम बिना किसी झिझक के इस बारे में बोलते रहो. ये मेरा फंडा था कि भले कोई सामने का कन्वर्ट हो क्लाइंट में या ना हो, just go on talking about this. जहां से आना है लोग जरूर आएंगे आपके पास.
Wow, I think this is wonderful. It's like you continue to keep your smile on, whether they purchase, whether they agree or not. Keep the seeding. So everybody, the key word is seeding. तो आप अपनी seed डालते जाओ, and when it will sprout out to be a sampling or a tree or a fruit bearing tree, you don't know, but you continue to do your work. Don't get stopped. So I think every no you get, you should do more things. Every no you get, I think you should be doing it. Yeah, promote yourself shamelessly. Now, no matter where you are, talk about it. Because you know what? It's not about promoting yourself. It's all about making yourself available for people who need help, who are seeking support. Right? So, Shabriji, very, very inspiring. Thank you for being that amazing person you are. How many TFS clients have you supported and mentored?
Oh my God. It must be about 75, 80 now.
Amazing. 75, 80 there. Thank you for contributing so much back to the science. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Everybody, show some love for Shabriji there. Shabriji. Yes, please.
Sir, one thing, apart from this financial growth, there was a big breakthrough in my life with this handwriting analysis and graphotherapy. As a 9th standard girl, attempted 2-3 times suicide, and her parent came to me. I analyzed her handwriting and I helped her with graphotherapy. She was almost going to depression, and now she's just doing well. Her mom messaged me on that day. Now she's in 10th. Last year it happened. Now she's in 10th, and she something 85% or 87% she got in her first prelim. So her mother was so happy that she messaged me first. She said, "मैडम मैं आपको पहले बोल रही हूँ कि उसका रिजल्ट आया है प्रीलिम का, और हमने सोचा भी नहीं था लास्ट ईयर व्हाट जो थी वो परसेंटेज ला रही थी, तो प्रीलिम में उसने 85% लाए."
Amazing.
It was amazing breakthrough. I really get goosebumps कि किसी के लाइफ में थोड़ा सा इतना भी हम कुछ कर सकते हैं इस साइंस के माध्यम से. It's nothing like that. All gratitude to you, sir. You're always, I learn from each and every session something new, and I'm really have thank you for you.
Thank you. Everybody, I remember I always tell you that if you can learn the science, if you could save one life, or if you could make one life better and add value to their life, I think it's worth you learning the science. Okay. And very beautifully, Shabriji said, Imran, no doubt I make money and no doubt I have fame and everything, but the most beautiful, if she has to point out, look at her approach towards her life, that Imran, I was able to add the value in one person's life. And that is more bigger for me compared to all the multiple lakhs I made out of this program. Shabriji, thank you for being a true inspiration for all of us. Love you for what you're doing. And I'm really counting on you to take this science to many more people. And, I look forward to have you back again soon, telling us about more amazing work you're doing.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Shabriji. And Shabriji has her 2 daughters already doing our program and on their way to become, a professional handwriting analyst. So if you can inspire your own family, can you see that everything should start from your own family? And when you see that happening, in fact, every morning they sit together and write graphotherapy. And that angle also, we should be discussing that, Shabriji has been an inspiration for all of the people around her. That's everything has to start with you. It starts from home. And when people see that, things are happening. How many of you are ready to take on this game? So can you see that it is a holistic approach towards life, new identity, money, lot of prayers, and look at the type of family values, and look at how she's able to see the reflection in her own work, And you know what? This was just the first sharing. We have many more things. How many of you ready for more? How many of you ready for more? I know some of you had tears of joy in your, there, but we need to also move on. And we're going to be introducing one more powerful lady to you. Yeah, we do have men, so don't get disappointed. Yeah, we do have men, but yeah, ladies are amazing. So let me go to one more amazing lady. And she comes from a amazing background. And she has actually invested a couple of years into whatever she is doing. But when she was given a chance to introduce herself, she chose to introduce herself as a handwriting analyst. That really moved me. Okay, that really moved me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's call on Preeti ji there. So, Preeti, just looking for you. Just raise your virtual hand if you're there, Preeti Gandhi. Everybody say hello to Preeti Gandhi there. Preeti, please unmute and say hello to everybody there.
Hello, everyone.
Preeti, before you talk about handwriting, tell us a little bit of your background, because that's a really amazing work you have been doing all these years. So tell us about the background you come from, the type of work you have been doing in your life, before we talk about handwriting.
So after my graduation, the first 5 years had been total exploration. I learned computers. I am a microbiology student, so I did the pathology course. And then computers attracted me, and I was a corporate trainer as far as computers is concerned. I have also programmed a small software for Godrej their upcountry dispatches, and a lot of other software. I was a trainer, I mean, even in Institute for Computers. And so the first 5 years were like exploring, and then I got into advertising and branding. And that was something I spent a very good big chunk of my life, 21 years in advertising and branding. And because I had a computer background, initially most of our clients were from computer background, and then we grew. And something that I really enjoyed was working with values and mission and mission for clients, drafting their brand identity. And that's when that, that Kida within woke up, that, working with brands is at the end of the day inanimate things. But, how could I work with people was what always kept kind of at the back of the mind. So, yeah, so 21 years in branding and advertising. I mean, yeah.
So the reason I asked you this background, and this is for everybody, that, sometimes you're already amazing at whatever you're doing. It's not like you're using handwriting to launch yourself or using handwriting to create your identity, but some of you are already amazing. So the reason I chose, ask Preeti to give a little background is that you're already amazing. And somewhere you also see that, okay, you also see handwriting analysis adding up to your, accomplishments, one more feather in your cap, and you see this happening. And sometimes when you get present to handwriting analysis, you fall in love with this science so much that when you are given a chance to introduce yourself, you actually choose to call yourself as a handwriting analyst, not talk about anything else. So you know what, I want to show you something. Preeti has been doing some amazing work, and she got acknowledged by getting published or showing up on a calendar which is celebrating women and their achievement. So she is actually a calendar girl who is actually talking about people, how she created a new identity for herself and how she's inspiring people. And the calendar is all about celebrating women. And that was really, really, amazing. And Preeti did share with us about a short video on that. I'm just going to play a few minutes, but anyways, we have Preeti with us. She's going to be talking to us right now. Everybody, allow me to play a short video where, there was a media. People are actually, she's been interviewed about the type of work she's doing. So let's hear that.
Well, I'm Preeti Gandhi, graphologist and graphoanalytical therapist. And I have been, I met Rabia at one of our business meetings.
So can you see that? When given a chance, what she introduced herself as a handwriting analyst. So that's really amazing about that. And, Preeti, tell us a little bit about the, calendar and how you got acknowledged. But I know that you worked with the client and that's how you got acknowledged. Tell us a little bit about, being part of this calendar and what does it mean to you?
So being from the media industry, there is always that, that thought in your mind that, yeah, you want to be famous as well. You want to be, there standing up for what you believe in. So this was a thought, and I thought कि ये तो ऐसे ही thought है, like, many others which are lying there. And when I met this lady, Rabia, at a business meeting, it's India Business Group, and it is spearheaded by the president of Nazara Technologies, the founder of Nazara Technologies. It's a listed company. So she was so excited about the concept of handwriting analysis. She came to meet me despite having a back issue, and she came just to give me the handwriting. So that was very inspiring. And then when I analyzed her handwriting, she was blown away. And the next thing I know, she said, Preeti, just send me your high resolution picture. I thought maybe, she will share it with somebody or something. And the write-up that is there in the calendar is not something I gave her. I gave her a little technical write-up, but she writes there that graphologist and graphoanalytical therapist is a dry term. Rather, she is, and then she goes on to explain. So it's nice to know that what you stand up for, people see it, they recognize it, they recognize the impact of this science. So yeah, it was a big surprise for me when she says that, okay, you are on the calendar, and I'm like, okay. And when you right now said calendar girl, so I'm like, yeah, sounds good.
Amazing.
And what it meant was, there were women from different backgrounds, from finance, from beauty pageants. They have won beauty pageants. There's lawyers in there. There are chefs in that. And, these are all, what should I say, fields that people recognize women with. And in that, to be there as a handwriting analyst, which is not a known science, I mean, that was something like, okay, there's handwriting there. So, वो मतलब छाती ऐसा थोड़ा तान के I was like, yes, there's handwriting in there as well. So that
Amazing.
was amazing.
With your permission, I want to show you everybody the calendar copy. So see, this is how she is representing February as a month, and this is what the calendar actually has the date, but also celebrating Preeti as her acknowledgement there. So on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, it says Preeti Gandhi, certified graphologist and a grapho-analytical therapist, feels a bit dry and technical, considers something more evocative, like unlocking your potential through the power of handwriting, or transform your roadblocks into opportunities with soul writing. And by the way, all master practitioners come out with a name which represents them. So soul writing is her name, her brand name, which she's going to represent as a master practitioner. Preeti Gandhi, your guide to self-discovery, helps you turn roadblocks into stepping stones to success. Through soul writing, a unique blend of graphology and graphotherapy, you will gain insights into your personality, strengths, and hidden potential. Unlock the power within your handwriting and let Preeti transform your roadblocks into opportunities for growth, confidence, and fulfilling relationship. Start your journey today and write your life masterpiece one stroke at a time. Beautiful. This is really amazing. I'm really, really happy to read this. Everybody, are you able to feel that she is on the tabletop that is for many, many women out there, and acknowledging and celebrating that? And thank you for taking this science to so many places and making this available to many people. Preeti, tell us a little bit about your journey as a handwriting analyst. Tell us what are the limitations you experience, and what is that message you want to share with people around you, that what you created for yourself.
So, so handwriting is something that in my school days, I would look at a handwriting sample, not knowing that there is a science known as graphology. I would look at my friends writing, and if they would write about the baseline, I would say, "Tu to hawa mein udti hai." Just like that, like a time pass thing. But I always felt that the writing was talking to me. I just don't know its language. And when in 2003 or 4, I came to know that there is something known as graphology, I was blown. But at that time, I was so much involved in my branding and advertising career that I did not really get that much time to study it. And that opportunity came somewhere in 2009. So I learned it. I learned it, but it was not really delivered in a way that would stay in the mind. So I said, okay, I'm happy knowing at least, that there is a language which it speaks. And then life took its turn, and it had its own ups and downs. And there was a phase in my life that I was really at the rock bottom. And I felt that despite having everything, if I cannot be happy, there's something really wrong within me. And I went back to the science. I learned it. And then I joined your community. I learned through you. And in the process of those 4-5 years, I discovered a lot within me. And I have transformed through writing and also through other methodologies. Why I really stuck to writing is the ease with which you can transform yourself. बहुत ज्यादा माथापच्ची नहीं करनी है, बहुत ज्यादा dig in deep नहीं करना है, बहुत ज्यादा questions नहीं answer करने हैं. You just sit with your book. You just write. And when you write graphotherapy, you are writing mindfully. And it works at so many levels and layers that it is, I would say, the ninth wonder of the world, that, you just write and you transform. You write, you kind of vomit your feelings. You write, you set an intention. You write, you affirm yourself. You write, you create your tomorrow. I mean, you write and you do anything and everything that you want, and it's so effortless, so so seamless that I am now married to handwriting.
Thanks for that. And yeah, this is one thing I want to bring to everybody's attention. Some of you are amazing people. And sometimes there's a lot of dust accumulated on the stone which you are, like the diamond which you are. So when you use all these modalities and when you use all this abilities of yours to learn something, and if you're using graphotherapy to remove all the dust away from your personality and shine like a brightest diamond in the universe, not only you transform yourself, but you also transform others. What I took from Preeti is that she also acknowledged other modalities, but she also talked about how this science really turned around things for herself. And you know what? When you start working on your own self, you get so powerful and empowered your own self that you can actually go on and help others also. Preeti, thank you. It's my pleasure to have you part of my community. Thank you for choosing to become a master practitioner with us. And thank you for taking the science and the way you are, your language, the way you look at life. There's something different about it. How many of you really saw that? Like, look at her language, look at her way she looks at her life and the opportunities around her. And you know what, Preeti, thank you for inspiring our community here today. And thank you for sharing and pouring your heart out and telling us that go continue to be awesome and stick to one thing and master it. So that's the takeaway I took from Preeti. Preeti, thank you so much for choosing to be a handwriting analyst and being so amazing. Concluding words from your side, Preeti.
Okay, so one is, I mean, listening to Sabriji's story, it was kind of, the possibilities that are there. In fact, as a community, Imran, I have said many a times, but I will say it again. As a community, the example that you set for everyone to shine, is outstanding. And I mean, there's so much I want to say. I'm at a loss for words. But when everybody shares, what opens up is the possibility for every one of them. There's people who are working in the MPNL program so well, somebody in graphotherapy so well, somebody in kitty parties, somebody in corporate events. So it's like the world is open. You pick what you want. The ideas it's like a Google. You search ideas and there's Google here. There's Google of every other possibility that Google also may not have. So as a participant, as as a TFS student, as the professional program student, I could see that there are so many possibilities. So now I go within and see which one gels with me. So that is what I really love about the community, that the options are there and you see it in action. And then you choose what works best for you. So, and probably, you create your own way. I mean, you just create your own way. Like Poonamji, she just went out and did on the streets and she's there in Times of India. So you just create your own way. So that's what I really love about the community. It's a Google. It's a Google of opportunities. I mean, I really love that. And when I work with people and when I see the relationships transform, one woman, they were not on talking terms with her husband for 7 years. And on the 10th day of graphotherapy, she comes and tells me, half an hour we spoke and we didn't fight. And that gives me goosebumps. And that, gives me that motivation of your 3 circles to take more actions, And yeah.
Thanks,
Preeti. I can
Preeti.
go on and on, Imran, but I will be quiet.
I love having conversation with you. Yeah, we should again connect again. Tell us more about your clients in the coming days when you meet. But thank you for your wonderful words. I really took back. And how many of you actually saw that? She made a very good statement. She said, Imran, there's tons of opportunities available. So you choose whatever works for you. Go on the street or go to the kitty party or go to the school, but continue to do it. And that's what everybody is doing it. And that's something special about all the community members. Thank you, Preeti. Continue to be awesome. And we look forward to hear from you more in the coming days. So ladies and gentlemen, that was Preeti for you. How many of you are getting inspired? Say, I can also do it. Come on, everybody. If Preeti can do it, I can also do it. Yeah. Amazing. And I love her brand name, Soul Writing there, right? So now we have all the amazing ladies working with us. And by the way, we also have many in our community. Yeah, just to make a statement there. So I want to introduce a person to you who is very special to me. You know why? Because when you become a trainer, when you become an established coach, you stop learning. But this person, I happen to just go and, as Preeti said, you just keep showing up. I never say no to any of the invitations I get to come and talk about handwriting. So I went to another coach community and a dear friend, and I just talked about handwriting that day. And I have this wonderful man who actually said, okay, I want to learn this. Even though he has established himself as a coach, he already has a community. He said, I want to learn from Imran. So this really speaks a lot about you. I always believe a best of a coach or a trainer or a teacher is one who is also a best student. So if you don't stop learning, that means you are going to become amazing. And I'm so happy to have you with us. And I know this, that your community is blessed to have you because you're an amazing student. I'm sure you're amazing a teacher all together. You know why? Because you're always learning. So everybody, let's say hello to Mr. Anirudh there. So let's bring in Anirudh, everybody with a big smile on there. Welcome, Anirudh. And thank you so much for being such a huge inspiration. Personally, I look up to you because I've seen many coaches and trainers who stop learning because they think they know everything. Now they have their own students. Why should I go become student of another trainer? But you broke that for me. And you showed up and you did it. And you know what? You not only participated, but you participated all out, like wholeheartedly. I told you to go do this, you went and did this. I told you to do analyze, you did it. I said, okay, you create your own coaching system, you actually did that. So thank you for being an amazing, student and also an action taker. So Anirudh, tell us a little bit about yourself. Everybody say hello to Anirudh there.
So
Anirudh, which city are you from and little background about you and why writing? Yes.
first of all, thank you, Imran. This platform has really been amazing. Just bringing all of us together and giving us this platform to actually share what we are doing is truly inspirational. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, I'm Anirudh Malpani. I'm an anxiety busting specialist, an energy healer, and a certified handwriting analyst. I help my clients decode their subconscious mind through the use of various modalities. And I'm on a mission to help 1 million entrepreneurs overcome their mental challenges. So like Preeti mentioned, I have also been very fascinated with handwriting right from the very beginning, and I had no idea what it was. So when I joined my family business, Imran, every person since the time I've joined my business, I have not recruited without seeing their handwriting.
Wow.
And there was something which would attract me. I had no idea what it was. And like it happened, you'd come for a talk in Chitesh's community. I missed that talk. I was not there for it. Fortunately, I got the recording, and generally I would not go back and see that recording. We have tons of recordings with us all the time, but we really don't go back. We always feel, अच्छा recording है तो देख लेंगे, बाद में कभी देख लेंगे, और बाद में कभी आता नहीं है. So I don't know what got me inside to see it. Once I saw that, I immediately joined for the TPA, and then, TFS, and the TFS led to TPA, the TPA led to IP, and here I am, your master practitioner.
Thank you.
So yeah, so it's been a wonderful journey so far. And every time I'm doing a handwriting analysis, people are comparing me to an astrologer, to a palm reader. They are completely blown away and astonished at what the science is all about. So, it's very, very inspirational when you see that there are things that are happening and changing in people's lives. And the funny thing that's happening now, every time a sample is coming in front of me, anything which is written is coming in front of me, I'm actually not reading that, I'm actually analyzing it before I read it. So there was a new branch manager who had just joined, and he'd come for a courtesy meeting to me, and he'd got something handwritten. So it was a 10-minute discussion that was supposed to happen. Can you believe that discussion actually went on to 45 minutes? Because before I read what was written, I actually saw his handwriting, and I saw a lot of sensitivity to criticism. I saw a lot of irritation. I saw a lot of, low self-esteem. And I was just having that conversation with him, and it was almost as if his jaw dropped. He said, I'm meeting you for the first time. How do you know all this about me? So that was really, really amazing. So thank you so much for, introducing this science. And I feel really blessed that using the power of energy healing and handwriting analysis, I've seen phenomenal transformations in my clients. So I'll share about that a little more.
Well,
But
please,
before I do that, I want to talk about how graphotherapy has actually helped me.
please.
Before I joined uh, the TFS, there were certain areas in my life, where I was not able to pinpoint, even after doing a lot of handwriting, a lot of healing. I was not able to specifically pinpoint that what is the problem. So there was, in my handwriting, there was irritation, there was low self-esteem, there was temper, there was procrastination. So all of these things. And when I started writing graphotherapy, there was a lot of calmness and peace. The first few days were very challenging because, writing the squiggles and all of that, it was really challenging. And it looked very simple when you start. But when I actually got down to doing it, it was it was really, really challenging. But then as things started progressing and I did the 21 days, and then, a lot of peace and calmness started coming in. And there was an internal dialogue which started to get initiated. I don't know if others feel the same way or not, but while you're writing graphotherapy, there is an internal conversation which starts getting stirred. There are points which start coming up in the fore. You start thinking about certain things. And my clients who I'm facilitating, they have also felt the same way. They've shared that, they write, even though now that some of them are in the 90-day, they don't write the experiences other than every, 6 days or, uh, but they start write, they write a line and send it to me that this was the feeling today, this was the feeling today. So yeah, so really, really amazed. And the conversations that have come up with my clients have been deeply personal. So I'll share an example. There was a lady who's part of a community, and she's a coach herself. So it just started with a signature. I just gave her certain pointers on the signature, and that led to a 30-day, and now she's on a 90-day with me. So about 45 days down, I start seeing things reversing in her handwriting, and I started seeing rivers. So I called her up. I said, is everything all right? Why are you distancing yourself from others? And Imran, even though we spoke all the while, we had a conversation for the first 30 days and then the 45 days, this thing never came up. She told me that Anirudh, she asked me, why do you say that? I said, no, there is something wrong. And I sensed that there was something wrong with her husband. But I didn't say that specifically. Imran, that 5-minute conversation turned into a 1 hour conversation. She cried in that conversation. And she shared that she had actually become, at one point in time, she contemplated suicide. So, these are the things. And then when I do, like, I've worked with a lot of children, I work with a lot of, uh, let's say, young adults. And I've had people who've actually tried to commit suicide. And when you transform that, you start feeling the purpose of your life is actually starting to flow and starting to come out. So yeah, I'm blessed to really make that difference. And the best part about the TFS was the areas of improvement, the strengths, how your relationships are. The base of everything actually starts from there. And that brings you to a situation of being so mindful that I think that is where the bulb on moment happens for everyone. At least it did for me.
Amazing.
So I'm truly grateful to you, to Shilpa, and also to Jeevan, who's helped me, who's taken me step by step every way, motivating me, holding me, prodding me forward. So really, really blessed to make this difference. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Truly
Jeevanji
grateful.
is amazing. Jeevanji is the facilitator of Anirudhji. And what was Aniruji was talking about was a concept which we discuss in our inner physician program called as reverse in the handwriting, reverse Nadi in the handwriting. So that's something prompted him to have a conversation, and that's how it happened. And one of the beautiful learnings which I want you all to get present is that, remember, I tell you, when you become what you're selling, your selling becomes easy. Like people buy from you without even asking. So Anirudh, thank you for pointing it and bringing back, because as a coach, if you're acknowledging that, Imran, I am actually into the healing modalities, but I also wanted to have some self-reflection, and thanks for the journey. And you know what? That's the beautiful part about you. You actually chose to be, okay, I'll go through the process. You could have actually simply said, Imran, I understand a little bit. I'm already a coach, or tell me how to become a professional one. You could have actually jumped it, but you went through the grind. And that really speaks a lot about you. In fact, I was actually talking about to my team, saying that, okay, look at how Anirudh actually, forgets that he's a trainer when he's in the classroom. He's actually asking questions from the perspective of a student, not as a coach. And that really, really wins my heart. So thank you so much for actually sharing that. Anirudh, tell us a little bit about, how you're using handwriting analysis to level up with already what you're doing. And this is for all the coaches and trainers. If you're already practicing a modality, you can also use handwriting analysis to level up your program. So if you're already doing a program which you're charging a little sum here, how you can go to their premium fees using this powerful science. So Anirudh, tell us a little bit, because there's so many coaches here. There are so many healers and people who are already practicing other modalities, maybe numerology, maybe astrology, maybe pranic healing. So how they can use handwriting analysis to level up, please?
Sure. So Imran, what had happened was that, after I do the healing for my clients, so I'll just take it like with an analogy, right? So say you are out of your house for 1 year and the house is locked. When you come back, you see cobwebs, you see dust, you see layers of dust. Now that's something that you cannot do on your own. You need external help. So you will call like an urban clap or somebody to come and clean the house for you. So that's where, as a healer, I come where the subconscious mind is concerned. So I cleanse out all the issues which are there, which are there from this moment backwards. And for this moment forward, what I was doing was that I was doing regular sessions for them. But then obviously it's an expensive proposition that they're doing 4 sessions in a month and all of that. So I started off with the 30-day coaching as an option for my clients to look at doing the 30-day program with me, and in turn training themselves that it's like a tool that I'm giving, right? So one is, let's say somebody wants food. So I cook the food and I give it to them. Healing is I cook the food and I give it to them. But if I teach them how to eat and how to cook, so basically if I make them more aware of how their subconscious mind is working, and if they can, start doing what they're supposed to do. So I'll just share another thing that I've started doing. Last 4 or 5 days of my 30-day analysis, I asked the people to mark and send it to me. What are the issues according to them? What went wrong in their handwriting? So that brings them more aware and more, they look at the things from the perspective that, okay, I jumped the line. There's something which is going below the baseline. There is a loop which has come in the in the T or in the D. So they mark it and they send it. For my 90 days, what I just did, I'm trying this out for the first time, that from the 71st day to the 90th day, I'm not giving them any graphotherapy. I'm asking them to reproduce a paragraph from any book or anything that they want to do, and they will write that and send it to me. So just to inculcate that habit of, bringing it into their own handwriting every day. And when I ask for a sample from my clients, so in my 30-day, I do a sample after 15 days and then at the end of 30 days. So just to see what is the progress. For my 90-day program, again, an initial sample, which is basically, I don't do a 90 days straight. I do a 30 days because I want to set the foundation, and then I take them through the 90 days. So for the 90 days, after the first 30 days, there's a sample which comes in. After 45 days, there's a sample that comes in. And so, I mean, 45 days depends if I feel that there's a need. And then I sort of make down from the 46th day, I make them write down certain strokes which need to be sort of incorporated, So that is what I do. And I give them the graphotherapy, what needs to be done. But I also ask them to send me a handwriting sample of what they're actually writing, rather than just the 3 paragraphs that you give us.
Amazing.
Because then it makes me aware of how much are they actually incorporating it in their own everyday
The
handwriting,
regular writing.
whether they're actually doing that or not.
Hey, we got a lot of ideas from Anirudh there. How many of you actually got present to that? I believe what you just said, let's make leaders out of them rather than making followers out of them. So rather than making them dependent on you, you're actually making independent of themselves. I think that's a great idea. Okay, so look at, if you are working with a client, this is for all the coaches out there. If you're, okay, those of you don't know, we have something called as 30 days coaching book. We also have 90 days coaching material. So Anirudh is actually talking about both the things. So when you're working with a client for 30 days, and in the last 5 days or 7 days, if you can ask them to tell you, what do you think you have not written properly, that actually becomes a conversation point where you enroll them to continue fixing this in the 90-day graphotherapy. Brilliant idea. And even in the 90-day graphotherapy, you're asking them to get more present to writing paragraphs, sentences. Has it become natural part of your writing? Are you still being conscious that because you're not able to get some results out of it? Hey, I think it's a brilliant idea. See, this is the best part about you. You're a coach. You understand how it works. So you take a science, you make it more awesome, right? So Anirudh, what are your charges for?
Just learning from everyone in the community.
True. We are blessed to have a community like that, right? So action takers. Anirudh, tell us a little bit about your charges for your clients, what you're doing, because how many days you have started being a master practitioner? Because the last update we have from you is we got 97,000 rupees as you earning, and you got 6 coaching clients. Tell us a little bit about this, please.
So Imran, for me, I think it's been 3 months. I think that I've maybe 4 months since I actually started the journey with you. 4, 5 months. I mean, I don't remember the exact. Another led to another, led to another, and here I am. All thanks to you. So for my 30-day program, I am currently charging 11,000 plus GST. And for my 90-day program, I'm charging 75,000 plus GST.
Wow. Yeah, that's equivalent to the fees of our IP program. So can you see that one client settles all your investment to it? So Anirudh, thank you for inspiring all of us. Thank you for being an amazing person yourself. And thank you for acknowledging that this actually helped you first, and then you actually started helping others. So that's a beautiful thing, which I'm going to take back from this conversation. Thank you for being such an inspiration, and thank you for being who you are and inspiring not only your company members and many more people. And I'm sure all of us in this session right now also got a lot of value from your conversations. Thank you, Anirudh.
Thank you, Imran. Thank you. And thank you for really being who you are, helping each and every one of us move forward in life.
Thank you. I'm committed for all of your growth. So ladies and gentlemen, that was Anirudh there. And how many of you are enjoying this conversation? Give me a big guess. And I'm sure you're all making notes, like so many new ideas coming in, how you can actually present this, how you can actually design this. And this is the best part about it. Can you see that? I give you a science and look at what you create out of it. Look at how much you have actually made it more personal. Thank you for considering this as your own program and actually doing what is required to be done to add value to your community. How many of you are inspired? Give me a big yes. Yes, Imran, I'm inspired. I'm going to take actions. Are you all going to take actions? Yeah, especially the new TPA students, especially the new IP students, especially the new master practitioners. This is what your benchmark is. Imagine you reach a level in your life where you know that, okay, 75,000 rupees is my per client charges. It's equivalent to the fees what you pay for the IP program. You know what? One-time investment. See, this is what my commitment is. Any program you join ours, I want you to create money out of it. I want you to earn it so that you can reinvest it on your own self. Okay, so that's why the TFS program is designed for self-help. And the professional approach is all about where you can go on, being awesome, and add value to people in your life. And I know some of you might be sitting there and thinking, Imran, money is a challenge. If I can actually fix that part, I'll come back and do your program. Let me introduce to you a gentleman who actually had a conversation with me saying that I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to make your payment of, master practitioner program. I'm just a student, and I'm really not sure whether I can earn this money back. And you know what? This person surprised me. And this is what you can do for yourself. If you're committed towards something, you can create wonders. In fact, I think he's one of the youngest master practitioners we have. He's only 26-year-old. And yesterday we had a IP class, and he shared something about how he's helping with the couple. We'll come back and talk about it a little later, but not today. But today, let us hear from him. What is that which he got so inspired that he invested every penny he actually earned into the program, and today he got back almost everything out of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to Mayank Agarwal, the youngest master practitioner we have. Mayank, hello to you, and everybody say hello to Mayank then.
Hello.
Yeah, Mayank, confirm your age.
I'm 26.
And tell us what you are studying and what are you doing in your life?
So I studied CS and CA. So I could not complete my CA, but I completed my CS. So regarding that, I had conversation with my mom yesterday. So one of my aunt called yesterday and then she said, "Mayank को बोलो CA कर लेगा, CS की डिग्री ले रखा है, जॉब कर लेगा." I was like, हाँ, CA से जितना कमाऊंगा मम्मी साल में, वो शायद मैं यहाँ पे 2 महीने में कमा सकता हूँ. But the blessings which I am receiving, being part of this, is much more beyond what I would have earned being a company secretariat.
And you'll become an inspiration for so many more people. Okay. No disrespect to any profession, but what is important is that you're made up for bigger things. You're made up of, giving back to the society in much more bigger way than what you think you can do as a particular profession. So the idea here, what Mayank is sharing is that, I remember Mayank was in the professional approach program, and second classroom of the professional approach program, Mayank says, Imran, I want to join for IP program. Tell us the fee so that I can start planning my finances. So I know, Mayank, joining Master Practitioner was not easy because you don't have the type of money which it requires for your investment. So, how many months you have been part of the Master Practitioner program right now?
So 3 months.
You're 3 months old as a Master Practitioner program. And now tell us about how many clients do you have?
So I have to count.
You have to count. Okay. I love that. We have some numbers. I want you to just confirm that with us because I want to share this with everybody. Mayank was somebody who said, okay, Imran, I cannot afford your master practitioner program. And 3 months down the line, Mayank, this is the number last updated by you to us. It is 2.5 lakh rupees earned using coaching. Look at the number of free analysis he did. He did 40 free analysis, 17 paid analysis, and 12 paid coaching. And his sum stands at 2.5 lakh rupees. Mayank, what do you want to tell to the new members who are joining in? What is that which you did, which worked? Tell us about how your mom got inspired working on graphotherapy and how she saw people approaching you. So tell us a little story on that. Yeah.
So I was always inclined towards pen and diary. So I don't like whomever I meet, my first gift would be a pen and a diary. They'd always say, write something, whatever you want. So I always like someone getting a pen and a diary from me is like you have a high respect from my end. That is the reason you're getting it. So I was always inclined towards it, and then mom always had a complaint कि इसका खर्चा सारा stationery में जाता है. So I have a box which has huge amount of pen, like 2 rupees pen to 2,500 rupees pen.
Amazing.
So I like collecting all the pens, and then the journey started. So 2023, I had an interaction with a girl. So she was in class 7th. So she was suffering, and then she was not able to do anything. She attempted suicide. But I didn't know how to approach. I just counseled her. We started interacting. Later, when I started searching online, what are the things that I can learn coming from a commerce background, I ended up with you. I came to know about you, like handwriting also speaks. And then I started my first level program. So after that, I took a 2-month break because I was not getting my material. I was not aligned with my finances. So on 30th August, I received a message that from 2nd of September, we have our TPA classes. I was like, okay, I have to do it anyhow. So I contacted one of my friends. He said, okay, I'll support you. Let's start the journey. So from that, it's never looking back. So I have devoted more time, more analysis. I did everything, whatever can be done. I've been learning. I'm giving back to the society. The biggest thing is like, Silpa ma'am, you have been supporting me. And all the team members, all my colleagues, they're always there to help me. So one of the most advantage for me is like being the youngest, I've been showered with all the loves, all the pamper from all the community members.
And tell us about your mom and her experience of seeing you getting clients, getting paid. So tell us about the story which you shared with us during the Master Practitioners program.
So few days back, like during the first week of January, she went somewhere. She had to give some items. So she went there, and then they asked, "Okay, what does your son do?" And then she said, "Oh, handwriting ka kuch to karta hai, I don't know." So they interacted with me, and then they said the sample. I started the analysis, and then the next day my mom went, and then they said like, आपके घर में ही है जहाँ पे आपको ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मिल सकता है, आप बाहर ढूंढ रहे हो बिना काम का. And then she came home, and then she said, I have to start the journey. Whatever you teach, I don't know. Just start with me. So the moment she said, I ordered the book, and then I ordered it for my cousins, my brother-in-law, and for my mom and my aunt. So they'll be starting the journey. I'll be going back to home, and then I'll be teaching them everything, and then we'll be all doing together.
Amazing. And tell us about your journey of working with your mom in the coming days. We love to hear from you that how your entire family. See, sometimes this is a big learning for all of you. Your family members require validation, especially coming from outside. So when Anirudh's mom saw the validation coming from outside of the home, she actually got present to the power what Mayank is actually holding to it. So Mayank, thank you for being such an inspiration. Tell us about your journey now, how you got your first few clients, what are the charges you did, and how you actually build up this 2.5 lakh rupees in the less than 3 months of time being with us.
So during like one of my major breakthrough, I would say, like I lost my dad when I was 6 months old. So I was disconnected with my father's family. So one of the biggest breakthrough that came into my life through graphotherapy, I started my 21 days graphotherapy in the month of September. So I didn't even started when I was doing TFS because I didn't have the material. Even Silpa ma'am kept on saying me, but I was reluctant to do on the photocopy. I was like, नहीं मेरे को करना है तो I'll be doing on the book itself, but not on the photocopy. So I kept on postponing, but I
Which
started.
place do you come from where the material could not reach you?
So I'm from Nepal.
So this is just for people who don't understand the context, because it's out of India, so we don't ship it, and we had challenges in reaching out. So that's what Mayank is referring to. Yes, please, Mayank, can you? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Then this is my first, like this was my first Diwali when I celebrated with my dad's family.
Amazing.
Like after 25 years, I went there, I celebrated, I enjoyed every single day being there. I stayed there for 14 days. So when I came back, I said like, okay, 14 साल भगवान राम भी बनवास जाके आए थे. I also went there, I stayed there for 14 days, I celebrated all my festivals, and then I came back. So that was the biggest breakthrough that came into my life.
Amazing.
Just through practicing graphotherapy. And then one conversation when I was doing TPA, you said, be available to the people who are there for you. So that shifted, that made me rethink whatever I was doing. So I even, like you said about letter J in the IP. So like, sir, ye to mera hi J hai. And then even that conversation, like few small bits and pieces of the information gave me more confidence within me. What shall I do? What shall I not do?
And you know
So
what?
that is
You
how I
don't speak like
started.
a 26-year-old. You speak like a somebody who's had understood the life, somebody who's achieved nirvana, and going back and mending ways with your father's family. You send out a huge message today to all of us. Mayank, how much do you charge per analysis? What are your process of doing that? Please share with us.
So handwriting analysis, I charge for 2,500. For signature, I do it 1,500. And then for 30 days program, like I don't have 30 days or 90 days, I directly have a 120 days program.
So this is for everybody. This is new. So Mayank does not differentiate 30 days and 120 days because there are two different programs. Club says it's a 120-day program. You can't do a smaller program. You have to do a bigger program.
Yeah,
And
because I get more time with them so that I can really transform them. Because I have seen, like, I started from September, October, and the mid of November. So that 2.5 month journey gave me a new perspective on how to do it, what can be done. So I directly say, okay, 90 days ka itna hoga, but as a complimentary from my side, 30 days would be complimentary. So I give that. So that become 120 days for them.
And how much do you charge for 120 days of graphotherapy, please?
So 40,000.
So 40,000 rupees for 120 days of graphotherapy with them. So
Yes, sir.
this is what Mayank is doing. And Mayank, how much time do you spend, entire week talking to clients and creating all this, please?
So I'm just devoting every time of my waking hours into this science. So my own analysis, like I have done less analysis of mine, but the community samples which I have received, I have interactions with people. I have
Amazing.
done more than 200 analysis from the community itself.
Amazing. Amazing. Look
So
at
that gave me more confidence in the science rather than okay, हाँ कुछ तो कर सकते हैं. So when they talk to the clients and they come and they say me कि okay, Mike, you said this and this exactly is the thing. So I am like okay, कहीं ना कहीं I am the torch bearer. भले ही पीछे हूँ,
I
but
don't know,
that gave me
truly
more
inspiration.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know what else to ask you, but thank you for getting started so early. And I
Yes, sir.
know you have a lot of work to give back to. See, those of you who are seeing Mayank and those of you who are listening to all the stories, what you're seeing is the present today. See, I'm sitting here after 19 years of work. So see these people 3 years, 4 years down the line, not 19 years. See what they could be creating. I want you all to see your own self. You might be having all these self-doubts and everything right now. Now, all I want you to do is see yourself 6 years down the line, 7 years down the line. Look at the legacy you might have created for your own self. This is for everybody. Don't look for short-term results. Don't look for quick results. Don't look for quick money. Now look for what is that which you're creating for. And if you can do that in the last 6, 7 months with us, now look at how 6 years is going to be with us. 6 months is going to be with us. So this is what I want everybody to be present. I want you to expand your bandwidth and say that, okay, this is possible. This is for you also. Mayank, truly inspiring. God bless you. And I'm really looking forward to work with you and also take the science to a different part of the world. And Nepal, I think we should actually, look up to you being a brand ambassador of handwriting analysis in Nepal. Let's transform that part of the world there. Thank you
Thank
so
you, sir.
much. Everybody show some love for Mayank there. See, this is amazing. See, I never know the background stories about it, but the idea is all these people have different approaches towards life. Are you all with me? Give me a big yes if you're with me on that. Right? So yeah, it's an inspiration. And no age is big or no age is small. The idea is what is your mission? What is your why? Remember that I always ask you that. Tell me what is your why? You have a big why, all this is taken care of. How many of you getting inspired? Give me a big yes. Yes, Imran, this is truly inspiring. Yeah. See, how many of you really getting present? Money is anyways there, a lot of money. But look at the stories, look at the background. And you know what? Anirudh could simply told me that, Imran, no, I'm just working with a client. But he said from his own life. And some of you don't even believe that, okay, graphotherapy works. Like, look at coach is talking about. Look at Preeti talking about her own self. Everybody shared about their own shift in their mindset. Shabriji also talked about it. So the first transformation should happen inside of you. You get more commitment, more power to actually enroll other people into your life. And that's the beautiful story about it. Like how I saw about Poonam changing internally and how she became amazing. The next lady I want to introduce is somebody who's really amazing. She faced a lot of challenges soon after she signed up with us. Okay, husband not keeping well. She dedicated her time. And you know what? One thing I really appreciate about all of you is that when it comes to doing balance of roles which you handle in your life, I think this lady actually stands out for me. Anybody else, I did not tell her this, but I want to tell this in front of all of you. Like anybody else in her position would have broken down. But you know what? She kept her, communication alive with me. She continued to do what she ever has to done. And she also is supporting the husband who's not keeping well there. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the powerhouse, Kirti Sushant Pai. Everybody say hello to Kirti ji there. Kirti ji, you're looking vibrant in that color. I must say that. And please unmute yourself and let's hear from you. Everybody say hello to Kirti. And just to give a little background about Kirti, she'll definitely share about it. Kirti was, featured in a newsletter, which is part of the, one of the largest colleges in Bangalore. And more importantly, this is a women's college, and she inspired all these people out there talking about how graphology could be one more career which they can look forward in creating their new identity. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show something to all of you there. Say hello to Kirti ji there. Look at her title of the article, which was part of the newspaper, newsletter of the college. Homemaker to Graphologist, the Power Man Shape with Kirti Sushant Pai, where she's talking about how she is using handwriting analysis, and she happened to get interviewed by the college. And this is what is possible. Did I not tell you about getting a new identity for yourself, creating a new identity for yourself? So this is what I was talking about. So let's hear from Kirti. Kirti ji, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So blessed afternoon, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today. So actually, this really came as a surprise for me. But before coming to this, I would definitely like to thank you from the bottom of my heart that over the period of time from my TFS days till the Master Practitioner, you have been inspiring all of us actually, may it be a TFS participant or a professional approach. I've seen that approach in you, that you always motivate us, always tell us to take actions. And after, as you said, after joining the Master Practitioner course, biggest challenge, which was unexpected, came into my life. And my husband was diagnosed of colon rectal cancer. And I did share this with you in the messages and all these things, but something inside me, I felt like this course, this graphology, practicing graphotherapy every day, had changed me drastically as a person, and that I realized. I would not say I was not shattered. Definitely, this news put me down for some point of time, but then I just thought, like, this course has made me more stronger, and I have to now it is time for me to start off from my own from my own family member, that is my husband, who had completely broken down. Because I always would tell, when it comes to health, I would always tell him that next year you have to go for a marathon run, because he was more into health and fitness. If comparison is done between me and him, he was so fit, always into jogging and all these things. And for him, this had broken down him completely. So I felt this was a test for me, doing all these years of all these months of graphotherapy. So what I thought was, I have to empower him, like whatever I have learned, and I have to pass it on to him. So I stood by him throughout this journey, and it was a great experience for me, sir, being in this. And like like you say that once you have passed the test, even our kids, we say, once you do this well, we will give you something like in return, a gift or reward. And this reward, as you have just mentioned about the newsletter, came as a reward for me after this incident. So it was a real game changer for me, sir.
Yeah, it really, matters, because when, look at how many ladies are going to read about you and look at this as a new career for themselves. You ended up inspiring them. That's why I said, anybody else in your position would have said, okay, now I'm busy handling situations right now. See, this is what you do. You actually shut yourself down when you face a challenge in your life. Now, you need to handle the challenge as a champion, not as a victim.
Yes.
And when you show up, because you are the biggest inspiration for your spouse now. Your spouse is a little shaken, mentally, emotionally, physically. He's undergoing a huge phase in his life. But if you stand the ground and say, okay, this shall also pass by, this is also going to be taken care of, and let's fight this together. And that's something which is really, really commendable. So thank you for doing that and, creating such an inspiration. So Kirti, I wanted to ask you to come and share with all of us. I know you have not been really active, and all these things are happening, but welcome back in action, welcome back powerfully. And thank you for inspiring all those women there in the part of the college as they, part of the newsletter there. So this is really amazing. So I want you to don't get stopped there. I want you to take this as an action forward and spread the smile you have as a vibrant smile. And we look forward to see your husband, heal and healthy, coming back home soon and getting back in action.
So actually, I just want to mention one more thing is, like, when I used to go to the hospitals also, and with my husband, of course, so they used to give this prescription. The doctor himself used to give the prescription that he has to undergo a PET scan, a CT scan. So when I used to take the prescription in my hand, the first thing I would say is, oh, this person is there's physical frustration in him. He's secretism. All these things, all that handwriting analyst used to, just come out of my heart. I don't know why. And my husband used to laugh at me. He used to say, look at the prescription first, go and get the medicines, then you start analyzing the handwriting here. So every time that was always, and I remember when I was doing my professional approach, I used to collect handwriting samples, and I used to get results like, no, we will not give you the samples. My husband used to say, don't go asking for samples. What course are you doing? You don't have to go and collect the samples. And today's position, when he saw the newsletter, he's saying, the biggest compliment I got from him is, I think after your dad, it is you who has come in the newspaper.
Wow.
And I'm really proud about you.
Go
ahead and do this. And he was really stunned by these pamphlets which you have designed for us. And when I got this printed out, I said, see, these are the pamphlets I'm going to distribute. He said, how did you design all these things? I said, I did nothing. It is all provided to us by the academy. He said, amazing. Me being a dental specialist till today, I'm just trying to, trying to get these things. And you're just the matter of 6 months, you've got a pamphlet of your own, a designation for yourself, a career of your own. So it was just from the personal front also, I could see a lot of changes in myself.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging all this. And yes, as you know, as I always say, we just don't want you to become a handwriting analyst, but we want to launch you as a handwriting analyst. And what Kirtiji is talking about is, as master practitioners, we actually give you a complete kit. And also as a professional handwriting analyst, you also have all these handouts given to you, which you can take print and promote yourself. Kirti, more power to you. Thank you for being so amazing. And thank you for being on the newspaper after your dad. This is one, I'm sure this is just the beginning. Then many more accomplishments coming your way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for the best thing is, my son is also enrolled in this for the graphotherapy. When I asked him, when I started off with this, I said, why don't you do graphotherapy with me? He said, Mama, this is nothing. You do whatever you want. Don't trouble me. And this time when he came down, he's saying, Mama, I want to know what you're doing. Because I can see so many, you're getting clients now. I can see your work. And he was blown away with this news letter, and he said, Mom, what's happening? I have to study so much of with so much of money. I have to invest in my education, and you are getting all these adulations in just a short period of time. So he wants to know what's happening. So he has started off with graphotherapy, sir.
He's in which part of the world? He's studying outside of India?
So he's doing his data science in Australia. So he was totally stunned. So he's saying, what, Mama, what is happening? And he wanted to know who you are. And, I said, this is Imran, sir. This is how it's going on. So he was totally blown away. So he said, Mama, you're doing great. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Amazing.
And when about a year back, when I told him, please help me in joining your Instagram, he used to say, Mama, don't come into my Instagram. I'm not interested. Now, after seeing this newsletter, he has taken a screenshot. He's saying, I'll put this in my Instagram about my mother.
Amazing. So you have become a celebrity for your family, and look at one article shifted your perception towards people. See, this is what it is. You need to work to just show up, and you keep showing up and you get acknowledged, and this is what is happening. So thank you, Kirti, for inspiring. And how many of you can see that excitement in her? How many of you can see that the proud feeling as a mother, as a wife, as a teacher there? Can you see that?
And one more thing, sir. And I had got a client, and she herself has just come out of cancer, and she became a client of mine, and she's doing her 10th day of graphotherapy. When she started off, she had a huge list of complaints, like she's not able to, her friends are just trying to avoid her, and her brother is not giving her share in her property, and all these things she was complaining about. So I said, you just start off with graphotherapy with me, and let's not think about all those things. So just yesterday, I had this 10th day call with her, and I spoke to her. She said, Kirti, I don't know what shift has taken place, and now I have started getting invites from my friends, come and join the group, a ladies group. And I've been invited to social activities also, and they see to it that I'm taking the lead. And she has sent me the pictures of that, where before graphotherapy and after graphotherapy. And she said, before giving you a call 10 minutes before, my brother, who was against giving the share in the property, has agreed, and he has sent me a message saying that let's talk over and let's be happy, let's reunite. So that was the biggest breakthrough for me recently, just a day back, 2 days back.
She's not going to forget you for life. What you made it possible for her was really amazing. Thank you, Kirti. And with all the challenges, if you're still able to stand up and make a difference in people's life, I think you are the biggest inspiration for all of us. Thank you for being that amazing lady.
I should thank Mitesh sir and the Indu ma'am for connecting me to you, sir. I never ever thought that I would land up in such a it was a great thing. I would definitely thank them as my mentors. I came from that family. I joined here, and it's wonderful, so wonderful to be connected here.
Thank you so much for acknowledging my friends, my business partners, and also my mentors there. Thank you, Kirti. Everybody, let's show some love for Kirti ji there. What an
Thank you.
amazing sharing. I'm truly personally inspired. Personally inspired. How many of you are able to see that? If your son comes and says, Mama, let me get you on the Instagram, and okay, your story is worth sharing it on my Instagram, Oh, I think that is something which is going to be a live game changer. Everybody, this is all possible if you show up. Okay. In fact, you know what? When Kirti called and I asked Kirti, Imran, what do I say? If they're going to interview me, what a thing. I said, you're amazing. Just go be natural, talk your heart out. And that's all I said. And that's how the entire thing is. So this is all happening to them, organically, because they keep showing up as a handwriting analyst. And you know what? This is just a few stories. Okay. I got two more people before we conclude for today. But before I bring these people up, I want to celebrate your success too. And how can I celebrate your success is by, acknowledging you for the type of work you're doing. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to use a tangible result to acknowledge you. So what is tangible result? So that means which we can put in terms of numbers. Because you working with your client, you're creating amazing results. You are adding, say, for example, Kirtiji talked about a lady who actually faced property issues, self-esteem issues, but now it's resolved. So I cannot really measure that. I cannot really count it. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure your results in terms of the earning which you have made. Are you all with me on that? So that becomes tangible. So if you have made at least 1 lakh rupee as a, handwriting analyst coach. So when I say 1 lakh rupee, it is about you having your own client, you analyzing handwriting, and you're doing it. Now, if you ask me, Imran, how will we measure that? Okay, how do you know that? We'll give you a Google form. You need to fill up and tell us how much you charge. Now, if you ask me, Imran, how will you verify that? How do we verify that? Is by looking at the books you have ordered from us. So if you want 1 lakh rupees, so if you say, okay, I got 5 clients and I charge 1 lakh rupees. So we know we have sent you 5 books, which is divided into 1 lakh rupees. So 25,000 rupees, approximately you have charged per client. And that's why you got this material done. Are you all with me? So if you say 5 lakh rupees, so we can always verify with the number of books we have shipped from you. Okay, this is the income, not from facilitating the TFS or any other program, but this is an income purely from the coaching. So everybody, I'm going to send you a Google form right now, within this session right now. Please fill it so that let us know who has already crossed 1 lakh rupees as an income. So if you have completed 1 lakh rupee as an income, we want to send you this wonderful, wonderful trophy. So this is going to be our 1 lakh trophy. So that means if you have crossed 1 lakh rupees, we want to personally send you this trophy to celebrate your success of earning 1 lakh rupee as a master practitioner or as a professional handwriting analyst or as a IP graduate, physician graduate. So how many of you are excited to have this trophy? And if you have not yet reached 1 lakh rupees, take a picture of this trophy, write down the aspiration, write down the affirmation, create a vision board. This is my goal. By the time the February ends, this is my goal. 1 lakh trophy is going to be mine. And by the way, how many of you already crossed 1 lakh rupees? So this will be sent to you. So our next celebrating success is going to be 1 month away because we do this only once in a month. So by the time we finish, by the time we come back next time, we'll send you the trophies. So next time we'll have all a group picture with all the trophies everybody's holding. So we'll send it to your home. Exciting? Okay. And those of you already completed 1 lakh rupee. So let me give you another aspiration. Ready for it? We have a 5 lakh rupee trophy. So if you have completed 5 lakh rupees as an earning, so ladies and gentlemen, the good news is this is 1 lakh rupee trophy. So you have only 1 star which you're holding there. So if you complete 5 lakh rupees as your earning, so you get a star and the world there. So it's going to be a 5 lakh rupee trophy for completing earning of 5 lakh rupees. How many of you want to aspire that? So those of you already finished 1 lakh rupees, this is your next aspiration. And how many of you already crossed 5 lakh rupees? Type in me on the chat box. I want to just know that. We'll also ship this to you. And if you have earned 10 lakh rupees, we have an aspiration for you. So already crossed 5 lakh. So let me give you an aspiration now. The aspiration is, let's also have a 10 lakh rupee trophy. So these are the 3 trophies. I never done this before, and I'm going to be doing this right now. And I'm going to give you a Google form. In the Google form, tell us what is your current income right now and what is that which you have received as of now as an income so that we can send you this. So just to give you a little background, yes, we do have people already touching this. So everybody look at on your chat on your screen right now. So we have 18 lakh rupees already earned using handwriting analysis by Sandhya ji there. We already have 15 lakh 70,000 rupees. So these 3 trophies are going to go to there one by one. And we already have 6 lakh rupees by Jignesh Bhai there. So Jignesh Bhai, you can apply for both the trophies there. And Pooja ji, you can apply for both the trophies, the 1 lakh rupee trophy and also the 5 lakh rupee trophy. And Naveen ji, apply for the 4 lakh trophy. By the time the trophy comes, I think you're already there. So, and Jyoti ji, you can actually do that for 1 lakh rupee. Okay. Rajat, next target 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Manisha ji, next target. Okay. Swapnil ji. Okay. We also have Manisha ji there. Okay, so we have 1 lakh rupees already. See this, all these people have already clocked 1 lakh rupees. And those of you, update your numbers with us. We want to send you this trophy. So how many of you want to have this trophy sent to you? Yeah. So please look at the Google form. We'll send you this form on all the chat boxes. So we're going to be there. Okay. You loving it? Yeah, hold on. I have one more good news to share with all the master practitioners, something I have never done before. I'm going to be doing that. So I want each one of you to have this trophy. Say everybody, big S. So this trophy is not about the money. It's about you taking action. Remember all the sharings, what we heard today, it had 4 dimensions. 1, self-growth. Second, how they're able to add value to other people's life. Number 3, they created a new identity for themselves, the family, the people around them, everything. And number 4 was they actually also created a financial income for themselves. So this trophy is not just about a lakh rupee. It is my acknowledgement for you for being an amazing person, because I want your mind, I want your brain to understand success is good. Let's celebrate success, even if it is 1 lakh rupee, even if it is 5 lakh rupees. Let's do that because success is good, right? Are you all with me? And even if you don't have it, let's have celebration happening. So how many of you are going to be aspiring for 5 lakh rupee? I think 10 lakh rupees is something which you need to be targeting. And in the process, you take these milestones. Are you all with me? Yeah, huge benchmark. So write down everybody, February 28th, by the time, whatever target you need to write. So type in on the chat box right now, what is your number? Yeah, what is your number? Gita Siren says 10 lakh rupees for me by February 28th. Okay, Rita ji has already completed 56,000. So Rita ji, you get 28th of February to finish the balance amount earning. Kavita ji, 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Okay, Suranda, congratulations on that. Okay, Umar Ranjan, 5 lakh rupees. So by February 28th, 1 month, take a target. Okay, Mayank, 5 lakh rupees next target, right? Yes, I want to send you the trophy. Pooja ji, 10 lakh rupees, aaram se ho jayenge. Shruti, so next time when I meet you, carry this trophy along. We're going to have a picture together and we're going to be celebrating. But right now, we'll send you this physically. Sandeep ji has already done 50. Okay, we're going to be aspiring for 50. Jyoti ji, 5 lakh rupees, definitely yes. So 1 lakh rupee, Indu ji, get started. Indumati Manoharan. Okay, Dr. Sunit, 10 lakh rupees. Shilpa Shah, 5 lakh rupees next target. Shabri ji, 5 lakh rupees next target. Amazing. So this is what I want to send you. Are you all happy with this? Because I want to do all the things which we're going to be celebrating. So let's have it. And next time when people ask you, what are these trophies? Say that these are the number of lives I have transformed. So this is an acknowledgement for the life I have been transforming. Are you all with me? Yeah. So I want to be part of your home by having all these pieces which is connected to your memory of you being a handwriting analyst. Okay. Congratulations, all of you. Tatastu for all the, for all the words, the pricing number, the numbers which you're writing on the chat box. Okay, so we got 2 more wonderful stars today, and let's hear from them. Everybody, let's start with a corporate guy, who's into business right now, and now he's addressing the corporates. Amit Ji is a huge inspiration for me because, he started taking this program to the business meetings, and he's doing so well that he gets acknowledged for all the wonderful work he has been doing. You know what? I think he is somebody who has addressed more business owners than I have done collectively. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm super inspired to welcome and acknowledge the staff for today, Amit Mehrotra. And you know what is the best acknowledgement of Amit Ji? Amit Ji's wife actually attended the program with us. So ladies and gentlemen, everybody say hello to Amit Ji there. And Amit Ji, I'm just going to bring it on your screen right now. So this is what Amit Ji is doing. He is in a business meeting talking about low self-esteem. He is talking about how you can work on improving their business using, handwriting analysis, talking to entrepreneurs. Look at this, in action. In action. And he is looking at creating a new identity for himself as a trainer right now. So everybody say hello to Amit Ji there. Amit Ji, please unmute. Over to you. Tell us about your journey. What do you do first? And everybody, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and blessed afternoon, sir, and blessed afternoon, everyone. And I would like to congratulate everyone. Actually, each and every master practitioner is an inspiration for me because I was just seeing the stories, Upendra ji, Jeevan ji. I would like to name few of them. And definitely, I also started taking more action actually in my life. And then, obviously, I would like to start with my journey. When I started with the first step program, I took a little gap in between, but after that, I didn't stop in between. I took up the professional approach program, then immediately the inner physician program because I was already into health coaching, and then immediately after that the master practitioners program. So having said that, being a health coach, I was not taking care of my own health. But after starting the graphotherapy, I started taking more care of my own health. I shifted completely to the 3 meal plan. I actually shared with my facilitators, Lekha ma'am, also about that. I improved my relationships after starting the graphotherapy. I was facing a digestive problem since more than 1.5 or 2 years. But just by practicing graphotherapy by only 10 days, a particular circular movement which I was shared to do, I was able to resolve the digestive problem. So this is one of the stories in health and relationships. For the career part and the money part, I would be sharing next. And I would like to share more than 300 days. Actually, I've consistently practiced graphotherapy.
Wow.
And being a platinum member, I got an opportunity actually to work on specific areas. So I was able to work on my immune system. I was able to work on my anxiety. I was able to work on my focusing ability and taking more action actually that shifted more. And lastly, I started practicing my own signature, and I've practiced my signature for more than 50 days now. And after that, I actually thought I started getting more results or more like opportunities. The clients journey, whichever meeting I used to attend, I used to get the clients. So that was the kind of result I received after practicing my signature or implementing the science for the scientific signature, which I learned from the signature masterclass from Sir. And definitely, during this period, I got associated with the Business Referral Exchange organization. So in that, it was not a role which I was given, but just a feature presentation opportunity I got. There, I received the help from Shilpa ma'am, who actually supported me with the presentation. I would like to give a special thanks to Shilpa ji. And I was able to speak about the self-esteem to the group of entrepreneurs. Immediately after that, I got a chance to do the educational slot. And only after the 2 meetings, they appointed me as the president for the group, for the entrepreneurs group in Pune. And after that, I'm running all the operations actually since last 2 months. And then I would like to share latest, that's all I would like to share. And last, I would like to thank Imran sir, Shilpa ji, my handwriting facilitator Zulekha ma'am, and last but not the least, Mitesh sir and Indu ma'am, with whom actually I got introduced with Imran sir. Very first meeting actually when I attended, I got so much attracted to the science. I wanted to do it, but everything has its own time. So that's the reason there might be some delay, but definitely now I've taken up master practitioner. So definitely I would like to take this science to everyone in my friends, family, everyone in my entrepreneurs group, and everyone to their circle also. So thank you very much.
So can you see that from the kitty parties to the business houses, the networking meetings, handwriting analysis is everywhere. And thanks to Amit ji, when he started talking about handwriting, he just did one session of the education slot in the business referral program. Now he got given a bigger responsibility. You manage all the education aspect of the business, in the meetings now, and he is actually, elevated. See, this is what happens. Whatever you're doing, let's go to the next level of what you're doing. And if you want to continue perceiving handwriting analysis as a career, you can also do that. Let's have this and also that. Okay, that's an amazing way of looking at it. Everybody, let's celebrate Amit ji's growth. Thank you, Amit ji, for being such an amazing person. And I know I give resources. All master practitioners have access to all my PPTs on self-esteem, about relationship, about being on the subconscious mind. But you took this and put it in action. Thank you for that and showing a way for all of us that, okay, this is also possible. So Amit ji, what do you want to say about the new members who are joining in? And I also want to acknowledge you for introducing your spouse in doing the program. And this is the biggest of all acknowledgement, that if you can inspire your wife to do the program with us, she was there attending the TFS program. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So one thing I would like to share is the consistency. Actually, the consistency was the biggest reason. Actually, I got the results, and due to means as I shared, more than 300 days I've been practicing graphotherapy. So do not leave the consistency. And second is reach out to people where which all the other master practitioners or maybe few of them shared about it. So reach out to people and share about the science, graphotherapy, what kind of results you have got, maybe what kind of results your own family members have got, or maybe your clients have got. And definitely it starts developing actually the sense in them. And once they see the results in you, definitely they start with it. And my wife actually, my wife and mother are two of the people many times it happens actually in my coaching business. I had observed my own family members were not getting into the health aspect, but with graphotherapy they immediately took up the science. They immediately started practicing the graphotherapy. So in many areas I had seen the family members of the circle influence are the last one who get started, but here actually they immediately got started. Before even starting the first step program, my wife had already completed 100 days of graphotherapy. So I introduced her to the first step program, and now she's a professional approach student, and she's going to support me in the journey.
Wow, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward for this couple to get started, to learn together, earn together, and contribute together. How many of you want to have these relationship goals that you and your spouse are going to do something together? Amazing. Thank you for such a huge inspiration, Amit. God bless you for that. What do you want to tell all the people who are, looking forward to creating a new career or, starting a new earning to it? So what do you want to say this? Your concluding remarks or the message to all of the new members who are looking up to you as an inspiration?
Yes, so definitely the thing which I shared with you, don't leave with your consistency of your own practice so that you can bring up your own transformation. That becomes your own story to the other people so that you share your transformation with other people. That brings an inspiration. And second, don't stop reaching out to people wherever you get, like Shabri shared. She started graphotherapy on the napkin or paper napkin also. So don't stop yourself, reach out to people and say maximum people that you are a handwriting analyst, introduce yourself as a graphotherapist, and definitely do the transformation for other people also.
Amazing. Thank you, Amiji. Smart,
Yeah.
beautifully dressed today. And as always, this is Amiji and very, very huge inspiration. Everybody show some love for Amiji there. Thank you, Amiji, for being such an amazing master practitioner and taking this science to the business houses and also introducing your spouse to us and also making her a professional handwriting analyst. Let's do that. That should be the relationship goal. That should be the relationship goal. So we have come to a concluding part of today's session and we have one last start to share with all of you. So everybody say hello to Sonal there. And Sonal, over to you now. And Sonal has been doing some amazing work there. So let's hear from her story. What is Sonal has been doing as a master practitioner? Sonal, we want to hear from you. What has been your journey? What are the type of work you've been doing? So let me also show you a little insight into what Sonal has been doing. Thank you for taking this science to the classrooms. And everybody say, this is Sonal. She is a master practitioner, so she's working with children right now, and she was also supporting, live activities. Look at that. Remember, never stop yourself. Every action counts. Every action counts. Every action counts. So we also have some numbers to share about Sonal. Sonal, this is what we see your income as of now. I think your next target should be the 5 lakh rupee trophy.
Yes, yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and inspire us, please.
Yeah. Blessed afternoon, sir, and blessed afternoon to all the lovely people, and for being the patient listeners to everyone. And I'm seriously, sir, thanks for creating this platform because literally we are learning every day. Means after listening to all the success stories, I have got more inspired, and means now there is no looking back. I have to be an action taker. So it's truly amazing. And I think many of other people will also feel inspired by this session. So thank you for that. Okay. So if I have to introduce myself, I would really like to introduce myself as a handwriting analyst. Yes, apart from that, I am a teacher. But yeah, the more confidence that I feel when I say that, okay, I am a handwriting analyst, because that is the identity means I have earned. I would say I have earned that. And I'm much more confident about it that, yes, it is going to take me a long way. So I'm thankful to you for teaching this amazing science. And yeah, if I would like to share my story that how I got to learn this science. So way back in 2017, I first attended a graphology session that was conducted in our school. So that time I got to know that, okay, handwriting could speak so much about a person. So then, but yes, means I used to explore this science through YouTube videos and all these things. But I was looking for a mentor, and yes, I got you. One day I saw your ad on Instagram, and I don't know, some sort of connection I felt that sort of connection, and I thought of attending your webinar. And that was the day, means I got connected with you and your this lovely community. And after that, I would say that there is no looking back. I can see the growth in myself. And means it's been 10 months. Yes, I enrolled in the month of April 2023. It's been 10 months, and I would say I have shown up every day in the morning sessions of graphotherapy, because that is something magical. Literally, I would say that is magical for me, because it has been the reason for the transformation or the transformed person I am today.
Wow.
Seriously, I'm much more confident about myself. I when I look into my look into the mirror, I feel proud about myself. I have a sort of love for me that, okay, you are something now. So seriously, means I can't even express my feelings right now. Means it is amazing. And when I do graphotherapy, I could see the transformation taking place. Means if I say that I had all sort of red flags. Seriously, sir, means if I say irritation, top level, anger, to my God, means I really pity my family for that. Seriously, जब मेरा गुस्सा आता है ना, seriously घर में एक शांत हो जाती है environment. Because I was, means really, temper was next level. I used to throw away things. I don't want to be that Sonal again. I really hate that Sonal now. And I'm in love with what I am today. So first I worked on myself, means there were so many areas of improvement, and I thought that I need to work on myself. So, and that was the main reason of my health issues also. I was suffering from migraines since last 12 years. Means I have visited all doctors and took all sort of treatments, but because the problem was here now, so no one can help me. So I need to fix this thing first, then only other things will get fixed. So 12 years means I have suffered a lot because of migraine. But in these last 10 months, touch wood, I would say, means I'm free from all kind of pain. And I would say that I'm the most happiest person. And I could feel this positivity in my family also. Now, my children are also doing graphotherapy, and I could see changes in them. And definitely one day my daughter will also enroll, and she will also be a master practitioner like me with you, while learning from you. Definitely. And she's really keen to learn this science. Definitely, maybe in few months she will enroll, because right now she's pursuing her, means she's doing 12th. So after her board exams, I'm planning, but let's see what are her plans. Definitely, I won't impose her, but yes, she is keen to learn this science.
We never knew you have a 12th standard going daughter. Thanks for sharing that with us, and thank you for being so committed with graphotherapy. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sure one of the biggest learning everybody got present in today's session is that you need to be consistent. You need to
Yes.
show up. You need to write graphotherapy. You need to create transformation within yourself. I think that was the statement everybody talked about it. And second,
Yes.
it will show up in every possible people you need to be working on. And you know what? The best part is that some of you started your journey a little late. Maybe you took some time. You had your own struggles. But once you see yourself running, no looking back. So thank you, Sonal, for being such a huge inspiration. I love to hear about, thank you for sharing all about your health, benefits which you got and the commitment which you are seeing in your family, and more power to you. I look forward to seeing you growing in the coming days more.
Thank you, sir.
What do you like to tell the new members who are just getting started, or, how do you handle clients, or how do you handle breakdowns? What do you like to tell them about?
So first, definitely you have to work on yourself, because you can sell the transformation. Like you always say that people will buy you and then your product. So that is what I believe, that yes, if I am transformed person, I can confidently speak about that thing. And I trust this science. Seriously, this is amazing science. So I trust this science, and with full confidence, I speak with my clients. And when I'm when I'm connecting with my client, the best thing that I do is like, yes, daily I'm checking graphotherapy and I'm daily giving them feedback, so that is a connection that I'm able to build on the daily basis. And even I have a conversation with them, like what sort of challenges or what changes they are they are able to see in themselves. So that is really means we need to give, definitely, as you say, that we need to give much more the value what we are taking from them. So that is the biggest thing that I have learned, that I am always committed to give 500% more to the clients which I am charging. So, and then only they will feel trust, or they will get that trust in me. So that is amazing, and I'm really committed. And when I feel, and the most things, that money is definitely one factor, sir, but the more satisfaction that I get when I receive their testimonies, or when I receive that, okay, this is the change they are able to see. And when they really like what I could feel when I really connected with you, same kind of feeling I can see, that okay, they also are able to see that transformation, and they keep me at that high pedestal, that okay, now and they have that trust in me. So I really thank you for giving, for empowering me. So definitely I would use that word, that I feel empowered now, that I have got that magical wand in my hand, that I could do something with, and I'm able to transform lives of others.
God
So
bless
that
you.
is amazing, sir.
Thank you so much. Everybody show some love for Sonal there. What a powerhouse. Look at her energy. I'm really smitten with her energy. Look at her conviction. Look at her commitment. This is amazing. Sonal, I see a different person today. I see a different
Thank
person
you.
today.
Thank you, sir. And sir, I would also like to say, like, see, after completing like 3 days, if we are doing that TFS program, or 6 days of TPA, but we only in one session, like what I have practiced, I keep on revisiting your videos, or twice I have attended TFS and TPA programs, but every time since it was not possible for me, because in evening I also have to look after my children, and other commitments are also there. But yes, as and when I get time, I revisit your videos. Like usually when I'm cooking in the kitchen, I play your video and I listen to those videos. So every time it is something new I am learning, because how to present things, or how to means those metaphors. Now I don't have to flip the pages of the book. I can just looking at by looking at any of the handwriting sample, I can identify the traits, and means even anytime I can deliver the handwriting analysis. Now that confidence I have. Now I don't have to prepare the whole list of things, and then I have to deliver. I can go anytime. Means I have that confidence in myself.
Amazing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Really, truly inspiring. Thank you for all your, wonderful strategies which you shared with us. So just make sure you walk the talk. That's the underlining statement for everybody there. Give me a biggest there. Great. So we got a few more minutes before I say bye to all of you. But before that, I have to say hello to the new members. And before I do that, I want to say a big thank you for all the people who have been taking actions and creating amazing results. Please keep us posted. So next time when we are celebrating success, we will give you the time. We want you to come talk and inspire all of us. How many of you feeling inspired right now? Imran, I came in at this level. Right now, my inspiration level is this. Yeah. And sometimes it's over the roof right now. And go ahead, take action. Whether you're new to the community, or you're old to the community, or you've been senior, take massive actions. That's the underlining statement for today. And before I say bye to you, we have a new batch of TPA, getting started. So congratulations for all of you who are master practitioners, who applied to become master practitioners. So congratulations, welcome. And also all of you who are becoming professional handwriting analysts, welcome. But I want to just quickly welcome the new members into our IP program. Ladies and gentlemen, we just started our IP program, Physician program, which is on health and handwriting. We are 2 sessions down already. And let's say hello to Shweta Maheshwari, Selva, Matan, and also Shankarji there, and Aditi, and also Deepali. Congratulations for signing up for the Physician program. We also like to acknowledge the new names into our master practitioners list. We have, Jayanta Panda, we have Prajesh there, Mamta ji there, Richa ji there, Swayamdeep. We also have Rashmi Nair, we also have Nitu ji, Vijaya ji, Sandeep ji, Dhiren ji there. We also have Rukmani, Mamta ji there, Swati Shah. We also have Mary Sumilata. We also have Sheetal Shah. We have Shashmita there. We have Om Prakash, Rohit, and Sudan and Suhas. We also have Naresh ji there. We have Kohila. We also have Mr. Gupta. We also have Dr. Vaijanti. We also have Umar Ranjan. We also have Dr. Meenal, Sneha Kohli, and also Sanjeev ji there, and Bharat. And we also have Shabana Patan. We also have Trupti. We also have Dinesh ji. Jayesh, welcome Jayesh to the list. And we also have Kavita ji. We also have all these slots available. Remember, our next batch of master practitioners is starting on the 5th of February. So we have registrations open there. So reach out to us. We'll be happy to welcome you and have you part of our new master practitioners, because we need you to take this science forward. So Jayesh ji and Kavita ji, thank you for being the new interns. Welcome to the family. And before I say bye to you, I have one big news to share with all of you. Can I do that right now? Can I do that right now? So the big news is all my master practitioners, okay, whether you are getting started or whether you are, already part of the master practitioners, I have some gifts lined up for you. Okay, so we're going to be doing this, and also want to acknowledge all the TPS students. So Shilpa ji, if you help me with the TPS students, I want to read out their names too, and I want to welcome them to the professional approach program, because everything starts from there. And meanwhile, stay back. I want to show you something, ladies and gentlemen. So all of you who are master practitioners, this is the trophy which you will be receiving on course completion. So as master practitioners, we're going to give you a completion certificate, which will have the brand logo, that is the master practitioner, and the slide where you see empty will have your name there and acknowledging you as a master practitioner. So this is something which is a certificate, but you can keep it on your table. It's actually a wooden placard, which is made up of a fine wood. I'm going to tell you more about this and what is the special thing about this in the coming days. So this is what your aspiration is. How do you complete this and achieve this? I'll tell you that. And we also are adding some more things to this. So we are going to be sending you a specially designed bag, which you can carry this around your handwriting samples, your kit, whatever you need to collect handwriting samples, analyze handwriting samples, your stationery, everything. So you will have a master practitioner's kit sent to you as a bag. It is also a laptop bag. You can use it as a multi-purpose, which will be sent to you. We have never done this before for the master practitioners, but we're going to be doing this right now. All this is under production right now, but I could not. Also going to send you a success kit. I want to send you a goal card and also a goal writing book. So this kit, if you open up, it has two things inside. One is a goal card, where you're going to write down your aspiration. Okay, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to be earning in the coming days. So you're going to be writing down. So in fact, I have my own goal card, and I will be helping you to write on, because writing on the goal card really changed the way I look at myself and my own goals. So see this, I have a goal card, and I want you to have this in your pocket, writing down and telling you, reminding yourself every morning, I want you to read this. What is your goal? What is the number of lives you want to change? What are the number of, numbers of zeros you're going to add to your bank account, and all these things. So, and you also have a book. I want you to write down every new idea in that book. It's a very specially designed book where you're going to be recording new ideas every single day. So that's a success kit which is going to come to you. Are you all with me on that? Give me a big yes if you're with me on that. We're also going to be sending across a business card holder, because I want to, yes, we are in the digital world, but business cards are still in the forest. So I'm going to send you a personalized business card holder. You can keep your business cards there, and every time you're going to remove it, sign your name on it, write something about that person who you met, and give it, so that the person will preserve that. So for example, if I meet Jyoti ji, if I meet Anirudh ji, I'm going to find out something amazing I can write about that. I say, thank you, Anirudh ji, for the amazing smile. Thank you, Jyoti ji, for inspiring me. I'm going to write something, and I'm going to give you my business card, and that will change the way people look at you. Make sense? Right? So all this is in the coming. So if you're not joined, so join us. All the senior members, you need to confirm your address with us, and you need to claim this. So if you want this, please let us know. All the new members, it will be sent to you naturally. You just have to confirm the address with us. Okay. So this is for the Master Practitioners program. Are you all with me? Give me a big yes if you're with me. So recently, last batch, this January, we completed our TFS batch, and we have the new members who are taking on the responsibility of being the master practice, being the professional handwriting analyst. So I want to invite, and I want to read out all these people who are right now part of our professional approach. We are starting with this batch a little later, but right now I want to say thank you for choosing to continue your learning with us. So ladies and gentlemen, let's start acknowledging all the professional handwriting analysts. So here we go. So all the professional handwriting analysts from the Jan batch who just signed up with us, everybody say hello to Aarti ji there. Aarti ji, welcome to Professional Handwriting Analyst Program, the TPA program. Sheikh Salima there, Samantha there, Monica there, Bhavani there, and Pradnya, Dr. Ramchandraya. We also have Tanya. Okay, this is, the daughter of Shabriji there. We also have Dr. Neil Shah, Dr. Prabhat, Preeti ji there, Vijay Kulkarni. We also have Dr. Mathuri, Manvi, Rohit, Pritam Meher, and we also have Suresh ji, Nandita, Kavita, and Shahid Saab from Bangladesh, and Shahid and his wife doing the program, Akansha, Smita ji, Dipanjana, and we also have Vignesh ji, Afsana, we also have Ritambara, we have Manisha Patel, we also have Mandeep Kaur, we also have Dr. Srinivas, we also have Pooja Mehrotra. Pooja ji is Amit ji's wife, and Sri Lakshmi there. We have Naina, hi Naina there, and also Samta. We also have 2 more seats left for the professional approach. If you have not yet signed up for the professional approach, everything starts from here. Okay, after TFS, this is the go-to program, and everything starts from here. And those of you who are already inspired, Imran, I am ready to become master practitioner. Those of you who have just completed TPA, those of you are yet to start your professional approach program, that is TPA. How many of you see yourself already being a master practitioner? Imran, I want to be a master practitioner. Tell me, can I do this program simultaneously, or can I reserve this seat right now for the prize which is going on right now so that I can come back and do it in the future? So how many of you are looking at it? Okay, all the members write in, I want to be the master practitioner. Write in MPG. MPG stands for Master Practitioner of Graphology. So type in MPG on the chat box so that I know that, okay, you are the next master practitioner who's going to be supporting. Okay, wow. Look at the names there. Look at the names there. Urvasi Devi, congratulations. Aarti ji, congratulations for even thinking about it. Okay. Ramchandraya sir, thank you so much for thinking about it. Rita ji there. Rita ji, it's high time. Okay. Suresh ji there. And Shilpa Shah there, Pankaj ji there, Anupama there, Trupti, Bhavya, keep these aspirations alive. Okay, Haripriya there. Okay, congratulations. So we already have our new master practitioners in the making. So you have a way. You can go one program at a time, or you can jump to sequence and say, Imran, sign up for all the programs. So this is the fees I'm going to pay so that I can save money on it. And also plan my next 6 months with us so that you can do all the programs as per this schedule. Are you all with me? Okay, Yogendra ji, thank you for getting added up there. So with this, it's time to say bye to all of you. And next month, celebrating success, I want you to come and share with me. So plan, commit, reach out, create stories, and come back and tell us, Imran, I did this. And you know what? All the master practitioners, you are next, okay? So be ready. We're going to be sharing, giving you a chance in the coming days there, okay? Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for spending your valuable Sunday with us. And I'm sure you got inspired to go back and take action. I'll see you all soon. Take care of yourself, everybody. Blessed day. And tomorrow morning, we have our, morning session. I may not be there physically, but I'll send across a message for all of you to practice. But it will be available. Join us, write graphotherapy. Let's do that together. So take care of yourself. See you all soon. Thank you, dear master practitioners who shared today. Those of you who did not share, I'm waiting for you to update us about your growth and also the numbers and everything, so I can actually list you up in the next session. Take care of yourself, everybody. I'll see you all soon. Blessed day, blessed day. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Dr. Vijayanti, no. No, let's not use that word. No, I'm too small of a person for that. Yeah, I can be a teacher and a facilitator, nothing beyond that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the wonderful messages on the chat box.